said nigga that gained, nigga that like not gained weight, the nigga that lost weight, but lifted weights or some shit doing with some weight.
So he big as hell, man.
Man, they said nigga got muscles and shit, man. So he ain't bullshit this time.
I like red bones, my type, light skin, next night, hello. DFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, DFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, DFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, DFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
That's good, fantastic.
I like red bones, my type, light skin, next night, hello. DFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, DFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, DFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, DFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
That's good, fantastic.
And what up, man? What's going on with y'all? Appreciate everybody being in the building, man. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know the my routine. Please like and share as you come into the building. As you guys can see, man, I gotta say congratulations to the home team, the one pro team from Georgia that I will ever even claim. All right, Atlanta Braves won the World Series. I know it's gonna be crazy there, man. It's gonna be crazy, but I think what last time we won was '95. So yeah, shout out to the Braves for winning the World Series. But as you guys can see with the topic, man, let's go ahead and hop into it. So hey man, it's crazy, when you're literally like isolated away from the world, in the middle of the ocean, and you're not really aware or up on current events, right? Celebrity stuff and whatever may be going on. And lo and behold, when I came back, Kyrie Irving is not playing basketball, and not just not playing, not allowed to play basketball. And Dave Chappelle is in this little turmoil or whatever with the LGBT community, specifically the T people of that group. And it's funny when you juxtapose that to Don Lemon, who's a proud member of the LGBT community, and yet somehow he promotes just the opposite of what these two men are promoting. And let me say this again: nothing I'm going to say in this stream, in this video, is about the effectiveness, the science, or anything concerning the vaccine. All this stuff will be concerning the policy surrounding the vaccine and the yet to be proven lawfulness of reach, scope, and authority that organizations, whether it be businesses, whether it be states, whether it be even federal, allowed to implement upon the citizens. I mean, it's mighty funny to me in the day and age of my body, my choice, how that can apply to when my body, my choice results in a literal death. Okay. Regardless of how you want to classify a fetus, whether it be a person or not, there's something that is living, okay, technically living, and you're terminating it. And if any man was to tell a woman that, hey, um, uh, you shouldn't be able to, kill that life within inside you, he would be called misogynistic. Why are you, a man, trying to have choice over a woman's body? All these different things. And again, this is a legality policy. This has nothing to do with the science or anything effectiveness of the vaccine. But Roe v. Wade is just for a reason. So I'm just still baffled as to how Roe v. Wade doesn't apply here. When again, you look into the numbers and all the different things, and if you're a person that says, well, hey, it's my body, my choice when it comes to administering something in my body I do not want, whether I know or don't know, whether I believe or do not believe, it is my inherent right as a human being, an American citizen, to say what you can and cannot administer to my body. Okay. For all you guys to go say, well, it's a man, it's man. Well, no. All right. Again, you do the research, you can go back and look at the smallpox thing. It was nothing about whether or not they were able to tell you whether you had to take the vaccine or not. It was whether or not they were able to impose a fine. Okay. See, it's funny, like when you don't actually know what's going on, you just listen to what's being said. It's easy for people to manipulate you, and we're dealing with media here. Shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate y'all, bro. Dealing with the media here, they're master manipulators. So that's what they do. They control the minds of the people. That's why I don't watch TV. Especially the news, okay, whether that be your CNN, Fox, and pretty much any of these things, man. Like I said, when I do watch it, something's going on, I pretty much cross-reference as much stuff as I possibly can, go read and research everything I can do, and then I make my own judgment and my call on it just like they do, because at the end of the day, that's all they're doing. The news isn't facts. The news is whatever brand or business decides to report to you with their point of view, okay, with their skew on it, with their opinion on it. Okay, you look at two totally different stories, especially when it comes to politics or race or whatever it may be. You're going to get two different versions from the same exact story. Okay, like I said, it's their version, your version, and the truth, right? And with the news nowadays, no matter where it's coming from, for the most part, hey, it's hardly ever the truth. So um we're going to listen here to these three black men in particular and see who, how, and why is it that the two black men that are promoting free speech, promoting human rights, your own individual's choice when it comes to your body, which now, again, this doesn't just affect them. They're standing for something much bigger than themselves. Again, in America, it's the land of the free, okay, home of the brave. I don't understand how people keep forgetting, bro. Over, hey, we don't want to do this no more. We gonna go do our own thing, and then y'all gonna make us pay for some shit to try and still have control over us. We ain't gonna do that either. So we just motherfucking get this shit cracking and may the best man win. All right. That's how America was finding it. Hell no, we ain't going. Or fuck that. No, You know what I'm saying? He was on it was on a poo shiesty, get it back in blood. That's what America was originally on. So when I see the sad climate that we're in now, nah, lessons burn. I don't give a damn about no baseball, bro. But again, that's just, it's the home team. Like I said, it's the only pro team that I'll ever even partially claim. So nah, it is what it is. But where's that? Damn, lost my point. Oh man. It'll come back to me. But either way, when you get men that are speaking, oh yeah, America, the whole premise and purpose of it. And nowadays, everybody's just so weak and laying down, especially men, bro. Again, I know a lot of these things are very, very, very tough when somebody tells you pretty much it's your livelihood or nothing if you decide you can make decision whatever you have to make, personal decision of this whole, possibly illegal bullshit. And I really, really do hope when it's the end of it and everything's said and done and this stuff is found to be whatever it's found to be, and it's found to be somewhat not correct or not legal, that they have to pay everybody handsomely. It's already some stuff that's going on right now, pretty much some flip-flopping and label manipulation and whatnot when it comes to the stuff concerning with even the mandatory stuff concerning the military, bro. So just gotta wait and see what's going on with that. But again, man, the government does lie to you, has lied to you, will lie to you. Just look up what government even means. Okay. But anyway, we're gonna play each one of these individuals, and like I said, I guess we'll start out with Don Lemon, because I definitely gotta get into that, man. And I guess do a quick aside of something I guess that happened while I was gone. All right, that again, I just don't really understand, but I'm gonna let Don Lemon talk to you guys, and then I'll come back after that. Fair use, by the way, fair use. 1 second. Oh yeah, and just by the way, man, it's super hard to find this thing, bro. They've scrubbed this. Like if you try to search this on YouTube or whatnot, what have you, they have removed this thing. You pretty much have to find it through somebody that recorded it, screen recorded it, and they posted it themselves. So you can't even find this from like CNN no more.
Don't get the vaccine, you can't go to the supermarket. Don't have the vaccine, can't go to the ball game. Don't have the vaccine, can't go to work. You don't have the vaccine, can't come here. No shirt, no shoes, no service. That's where I think we should be right now, because we continue to waste our breath on people who are just not going to change. They're, the circular logic. They just keep going back and saying, well, it's my freedom, it's whatever. Don't get.
Now, listen to this. It's my freedom. It's whatever. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait. So let's break this down now. Remember, this is the same Don Lemon that he's a LGBT black man. Remember, I have to keep putting this to you guys, okay? Whenever these dudes of the LGBT community get involved, they put their sexuality before their race, okay? All right? Even before their manhood. They say they are a gay man, okay? They are a bisexual man, okay? They don't say that I'm a man they identify themselves through their sexuality, which is their right. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but again, it just tells you a lot about someone from a psychological standpoint. You really think about it, right? Everybody remembers the infamous Jussie Smollett interview. Like, hey, to defend him getting caught in a lie, what did he use? Okay, what did he use? Step away from the black part of it. Everyone, if you guys don't remember, Kevin Spacey was hit star on what was the name of that series, y'all? House of Cards, right? House of Cards. Like, I think at the time they had won an Emmy or something. It was like #1 show, bro. And this young kid came on and said, well, hey, I was at a party. I was underage. Kevin Spacey sexually assaulted me, allegedly. Okay. Allegedly, this is his words. What I'm saying is what the man alleged as a young boy, whatnot, what have you. When Kevin Spacey was confronted with these accusations, he didn't deny it. He didn't say he didn't do it. What was his reply, y'all? What was Kevin Spacey's reply? Well, I identify as a gay man. For you niggas that are gonna try to clip this shit, fuck y'all. But okay, you know what I'm saying? That's what Kevin Spacey said. Why? Because what is it understood? That is people, a group of people you cannot, shall not, will not criticize. Can't criticize them. Can't joke them. Can't hold them responsible. Can't hold them accountable. Any of that stuff. If a dude, a man, says, okay, even more so than the women already get a pass. Okay, but if a man wants to be absolved of everything, hey, LGBT flag off limits. Don't touch him. Is what it is. Oh, he was touching on kids. Well, hey, he, you know, which we get into that gets it even a little deeper because remember in California, they passed a bill now where you have a 10-year gap for forcing people to register as a sex offender. Now, again, if a straight man, and this is why I say, man, this shit is really, really much deeper. This ain't just entertainment. This is ain't fucking what's the name. It's in there. And people try to, oh, you niggas ain't talking about that. Man, again, bro. A lot of y'all niggas is just really, really emotional for whatever reason. And because you're not going the way, shit not going your way or the way you think it should go, it's nothing to it. That's just childish, but I'm not really getting into that. It is what it is. But again, California changed the bill that was specifically targeted for the LGBT community. They stated this and said it. And I think it was an LGBT guy that promoted it and got it passed. Now, imagine you're heterosexual adult man going to a courtroom and say, hey, well, look here. This after the fact now, not before. I'm not even saying before they got it passed with the LGBT thing. But a man says, okay, well, shit, hey, we got legal precedent set here. Okay. We got this 10-year gap, and it's, sodomy, all this thing, which is normally, okay, well, what are we saying here? Can we broaden that scope? You see this, you see the shit that the domino effect you get started, bro, by a lot of these things and the people that placating to and laying down for a certain group of people over something is, arbitrary as your choice, your sexual orientation, okay, your choice. And again, for the people that say, oh well, again, bisexual means what? You choose between the two. So that in itself, y'all want to kill the whole thing about, well, I'm born this way and there's no other way, which, I mean, the only thing you can argue is what, two of them, right? You're either born, L or G, because everything else is a choice. B and T are choices. You have to, you know what I'm saying? You make a choice in those. But again, I don't want to get really into it because then they'll say it's hate speech, and which, even though hate speech is not a thing, okay? There's been no litigation, there's been no law passed, there's no legal definition for hate speech. Anytime you hear somebody talk about hate speech, there's no such thing as phobia, whether it be homophobia, whether it be transphobia. None of those things are real. They're just fucking social shaming tactics to be brought up and made up words if you dare say something against the LGBT community, especially when it comes to kids. Again, I don't know if you guys remember the little kid, the little white dude that was, he was a, drag kid or whatever it was. And he was able to go into a bar, dress up as Gwen Stefani, and a group full of grown men were able to throw dollars at this child as he danced around as an adult woman. Wasn't an arrest made. Wasn't nobody doxxed. None of that shit happened. Again, show me where, for one, if any father, okay, because I think it was a father and a mother in that situation, but what was the child endangerment in that situation for you to put your child, which again, in a lot of places, you can't even have a child in just a bar alone. It was a bar, like a club, wasn't no restaurant, like a bar or some shit. All right. So tell me the father, what's going to happen to him. How he took his daughter, 8, 9-year-old, whatever it is, and allow her to dress up in just whatever clothes, have her dance around and allow grown men to throw money at her on the stage. What happened to that father? What happened to every single last one of those men that were stupid enough, dumb enough, and I'd say sick enough to participate and throw fucking money at a child as they, dance and gallivant around as a grown woman? Unfortunately, people, this is where we are. This is where we are, bro. This is where we are. Shout out to my man Astro in the building for the fire. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Make sure y'all like this shit, man. Let's go. Let's get into it. So, and this is crazy, right? So, shout out to the Real Dana. The Real Dana has Judge Joe Brown on the regular, and I was watching. I don't know if it was the last one, but one of the two last ones that she had, and Judge Joe Brown was talking about Bayard Rustin. Okay, if you guys don't know, Bayard Rustin was one of the advisors to Dr. Martin Luther King during his time in the civil rights movement. And Judge Joe Brown told a story, bro, that I knew nothing about. And this again, too, is why, a lot of things, bro, you got to be there to know about it. You know what I'm saying? Just a time thing. Like, bro, this is not something you can even look up and find, right? You know what I'm saying? You can't look this shit up and find it if you wanted to. So apparently, he was discussing about how, matter of fact, no, let me see if I can find it. I'll let him tell you. Hold on, give me a second. I'll let him tell you. Shout out to the Real Dana again.
Took fire and they returned fire, and they weren't going to let anybody beat them across their head while they were down on their knees praying until somebody else felt guilty about it. And the other one was, as everybody knew about preachers like Bayard Rustin. I asked my dad one time when he had some of his buddies over, war buddies, or people had been in the wars, and they were talking about, they're like that. That's why we don't like that, along with their nonviolence crap. And one day he said, "You know what that means?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, I'll let you know when I think you're old enough. I'm sitting at the table doing my homework. I'm in the 10th grade. He drops LA Times section 2 in front of me, and it says, last evening in Pasadena, I believe it was, Bayard Rustin, noted civil rights activist and confidant of Dr. Martin Luther King, was arrested by Pasadena police when he was found in the back seat of a parked vehicle, being sodomized by a male white suspect named Given, while he, Bayard Rustin, was performing fellatio on another male white subject. What?
Now, everybody hear that? That's that's some shit, boy. Pun intended. All right, you had to be there to know about it. Okay, shout out to Judge Joe Brown, for that tidbit of information, and we gonna get back into it.
And last year, LGBTQ successfully lobbied California's governor to posthumously pardon Bayard Rustin for getting arrested for that. And I resent it because a whole lot of straight kids got busted for having sex in the back seat of a car and didn't get pardoned.
And that right there is the most important part. Somehow, some way, LGBT community again, which is a group that exists solely because of someone's sexual orientation, has so much power as to where they were able to get this man's record cleared and get him a posthumous pardon for something that, how many people dead in the in the grave, or how many people alive, you know for getting some action in the car. You know why though? Again, because they know that's a bad look. And furthermore, like you said, this is why, man. I'm gonna get into the point here. Shout out to my man Darth Low IQ as always, bro, for the team. Appreciate you. This is why, bro. Black men have no coalition. Black men have no power, no partnership. Black men has no reason, bro. None. All right. Shout out to my man, Josh, bro. Appreciate you, fam. With the LGBT community, bro. None. Not saying there's no beef. Not saying there's no black men should hate them or anything like that or whatnot, what have you. Just saying it's two people that have nothing in common, no reason to work together. People do it all the time. Hell, black people get it did to us right in our own communities. The same people that profit from us, Asians, Arabs, Indians, whoever it may be. Does anyone ever make a big deal or say anything about it when they refuse to work with us, but they benefit from us and make livings off of us? So as straight black men, the straight black man has no business, okay? Especially when there's been so much stigma and so many lies told about him being linked to the LGBT community, for straight black men to come out and say we need to fucking join hands with them. Never, ever. It's a fucking reason for that. They got their shit going on. We got our shit going on. And most fucking black men, again, what are they? Just listen to what I told you. Two cases, two instances. They identify as their sexual orientation first, not their race, not even their gender. Okay? What did fucking Jamel Hill say? Jamel Hill said, straight black men are the white people of black people. We've been listed as the fucking enemy. Did the fucking LGBT community step up and say anything positive? Like, no, they all right. Nope. As they shouldn't. And I'm not looking for it. Don't want it. Don't need it. We've been doing pretty damn good by our goddamn self. We need to keep it that way. Look, bro, it's funny to me, and from where it's rumored to have came from, okay? This makes no sense to me, but again, listen. For straight black men, bro, for any straight black man, bro, just let's look at this for just practical and just real life situation. Any straight black man that's always hanging with, always, at the parties and the gatherings and, chilling out and kicking back with a whole group of fucking gay dudes, bro. I don't give a damn what you say. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Just saying. I know motherfuckers that's brothers, cousins, family, blood, bro. And that's an unwritten rule that's always been the fucking standard. Hey, bro, you got your thing going on. Hey, we whatever, but ain't no hanging out, fam. When the fuck did that change? When the hell did that shit change, bro? You finna sell out because what? Why? Hell no, never. Because you lay down, you know what's gonna happen. if you lay, bend, or kneel, all of those are subservient positions for a reason. And I guarantee you, it won't be happening over here. Okay? The BABG will not be getting down on no knee. Okay? None. When it comes to that shit. No, sir. If that's how y'all want to rock, you want to roll, you want to do your thing, by all means, be my guest. Best of luck. I hope you pack the Vaseline. But over here, no, sir. Nah, never. That's not hateful. That's not saying anything should be done to them, what have you. It's just some fundamental shit that everybody fucking does, and I'm gonna fucking say it out loud. People do it every day, B. Just like feminists saying we don't fuck with men. Same shit over here, bro. I ain't got no time, no nothing. That's they shit. Y'all have it. No pun intended on that one. So speaking of which, let's get to Mr. Dave Chappelle and his words, or his response to his words about the LGBT community, specifically, you know, the T version.
And now, today, not a film company, not a movie studio, not a film festival,
Fair
nobody
use.
will touch this film. Thank God for Ted Sarandos and Netflix. He's the only one that didn't cancel me yet.
No, transphobia is a made-up term. Again, a phobia is an intense and fear of something. No one sees trans anything and just, you know, cowers and runs and you know, cries in fear. Again, words mean things, people. When you allow the definition of words just to be arbitrarily changed, man, you lose. Okay. Well, what about freedom of speech? Well, no, actually, manipulating speech is eliminating speech. Okay. When you say up is down and down is up, well, what are you doing? You're destroying a fundamental and concrete understanding and definition of something that has never been challengeable. But nowadays we're allowed to do that. And that's where everything gets all messed up. Yeah, you should be allowed to say what you want to say, but at the same time, you don't just get to make up random shit and change everybody else's definition. Free speech is motherfucking upon the standard of that when you say something, it's understood that what you said is what you said and you're allowed to say it. You don't get to fucking take something that everyone else has a fucking universal or consensus understanding of and say, no, you're wrong. The 1%. Actually, here will be the less than 1%. And say, no, you're wrong. We're right. Change it to this. Shit that's done been around for damn thousands of fucking years.
Festival in the United States, and some of those invitations I accepted. And when this controversy came out about the closer, they began disinviting me from these film festivals. And now, today, not a film company, not a movie studio, not a film festival, nobody will touch this film. Thank God for Ted Sarandos and Netflix. He's the only one that didn't cancel me yet. To the transgender community, I am more than willing to give you an audience, but you will not summon me. I am not bending to anybody's demands. And if you want to meet with me, I'd be more than willing to, but I have some conditions. First of all, you cannot come if you have not watched my special from beginning to end. You must come to a place of my choosing and a time of my choosing. And thirdly, you must admit that Hannah Gadsby is not funny.
And again, man, this has always and will always be an issue and problem. When you are the black man that dares stand alone, that dares go against the grain, that dares speak his mind, you're the aggressor. You're that, you're intimidating. You're discriminating. You're trying to impose your will. You're doing these things. You're bullying. Well, no. This man is arguably one of the greatest comedians of all time. And he's simply performing in his craft, a craft that ever since he's been doing it, nothing's off limits. Okay. Laughter is the cure of all illness, right? But yet and still now you have a very, 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 very small group of people. Mind you, you look at the statistics of trans people, and it's less than 1%. Less than 1. So handicapped people can get joked, fat people can get joked, ugly people can get joked. What else? Hell, Asian people can still get joked. But these people are off limits. And not only are they off limits, they get to tell one of the right now, one of the biggest production companies, because Netflix is only just a streaming service. Dave Chappelle is one of the benefactors of them doing their own production. So to basically shut down or control a production company and these film studios or these film whatever the hell you call them shits, like I said, the awards places that he was trying to get him invited to, but now they don't want the film festivals and shit. For the less than 1% of people, we just gonna change everything and say what can and can't be funny. Man, get all the way the fuck up out of here, bro. Fuck out my face. Thank God for Dave Chappelle for being brave enough and not fucking caving like a certain short individual. Bro, y'all realize like Kevin Hart has pretty much just given up on comedy, man. He's done with comedy. He doing like the little show. I think he's doing like a semi-reality show thing now, right? I saw him the other day on something where like he's traveling around the country or something. What's the name of the the show that Kevin Hart has going right now? Kevin Hart pretty much not only did he lay down, bro, he quit. He quit. A dude that was at the top of his game. But over, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna apologize to you. As a man, bro, look, you're not supposed to be liked, bro. Are you supposed to go out of your way to be hated? No, not saying that. You're just supposed to be deliberately a contrarian? No, not saying that. But when you believe in something, when you know something, or you say something, it is what it is, bro. And if you're gonna die on that hill alone, you die on that hill alone. Especially as a fucking black man, bro. Because as soon as they get you to motherfucking bend, crack, kneel, or whatever, bro, that's it. They'll always bring it back up. Always will. Fuck cancel culture. Oh, speaking of which, we're still on the LGBT, and I'm glad. I almost forgot. Why is Don Lemon not canceled? Don Lemon with an open and active sexual assault case that's been over a year now, right, y'all? With purported witnesses, and possible video footage. Oh, and did you know that Don Lemon offered a settlement? Why is CNN not talking about this? CNN, why do you have an accused sexual assaulter as one of the biggest anchors and faces of your news network, CNN? You know, the same CNN that tore down and destroyed Bill Cosby, even though we come to find out everything that was done to Bill Cosby was illegal and it should have never even happened in the first place. Okay. And this isn't me defending the sexual predators or nothing. This is just me giving simple precedence here. If it's bad for one, why is it not bad for the other? Oh, because he's G. Remember, Kevin Spacey could allegedly assault a child and he give you, hey, I identify as a G man. Ain't talking about the Giants. Why is Don Lemon not canceled? Why is that hashtag not trending? Why is, again, man? Why is that not be able to be talked about? Any straight man can even get an accusation. Deshaun Watson career is done, over with, off of accusations. Not one witness, not no public in a public place, not no possible camera evidence. He's not offering no settlement. He said, I'm going to fight this shit, bring the evidence, let's take it to trial. What happened to Deshaun Watson, y'all? Destroyed. Over some few random thoughts, accusations. Bro, he's done, bro. Lion 917, he's done. I hate to say it. Deshaun Watson is done, bro. It's over with. Unjustly. You think anybody cares, though? No, he's a straight black man. Another testament as to why no black men, straight black men should never, ever be trying to take up the fucking shovel, the cause, the whatever, the plow for the fucking LGBT community. When every time they had the fucking chance, remember, Bayard Rustin, shout out to the real Dana, shout out to Judge Joe Brown. He was getting what the white boys would call Eiffel Towered. Okay. Not to mention that he was alleged to be grooming a young boy that ended up being his love interest later on, much later on in life. See, when a straight man does any of these things, bro, just the accusation, you don't got to have no proof of it. Straight black man, bro, it's over with. He's already guilty. He's already guilty. Just touch on the Bill Cosby thing. Remember how many women came up? It was like 100 women, right? And then, like, you know, when every last one of those women that said, okay, well, I lied. Was there maximum coverage of that? Was there fucking, you know, any of the women, the actual women that did recant their statement and admit to the fact that, hey, look, man, hey, I was irrelevant. I was trying to jump on a train. My bad. Bill Cosby never even came in contact with me. Was there major stories about that? Of course not. No one cares. That'll be you absolving a man and you know, taking that monster, that beast, that predator, that insatiable, just sexual juggernaut moniker away from a powerful black man. Where was the LGBT community for that? Where was Don Lemon for that? Where was Don Lemon's motherfucking parade of the every last bitch that admit she lied? I think it came out to be like 4 or 5 of them. Shout out to my man, my ancient man. I think he meant we're or we are what? Oh, where are we in society when we're trying to cancel comedians for telling jokes and this borders on totalitarianism and communism from these groups? Exactly, man. Well, and people don't care. See, people don't care. Get out of there. Wise Will, get out of there. Court says, who's this? I don't know who you talking about specifically. I don't know. Yeah, Porter. Yeah, that too. Sorry, me neither. Nick Taylor, you know that's some white boy shit, man. You don't know about. I was fucking around the people that work today, man, telling me this shit like, bro, you know how crazy the military is, a culture shock for black dudes, bro. You hear all this crazy ass shit, and it's just like commonplace. Like, bro, I told y'all. Did I tell y'all the teabag story? You know what I mean? I don't know if I did. So I think I did, but I may have not. So this is my first command, bro. And this is the days of fucking like Nextel chirp phones, right? This is like I-95. That's where, like, you know, you had flip phones and, like, you know, camera quality was shit, all pixelated and whatever. But these dudes at work, man, and everybody's just giggling and laughing and giggling and laughing. They're passing his phone around, and then they show it to this dude, and he's like, "Oh my god, guys! Oh, you got me!" And I'm puzzled or whatever, and I'm just like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "What the hell's going on here?" So, you had your shoes on, dude. You had your shoes on. And you know, I'm like, shoes on. What the fuck is this? What are y'all talking about? What's going on? You know, this little fantastic, you know, like 20 years old, 2 years removed from motherfucking Macon, Georgia. No idea about none of this crazy ass shit, right? So they convinced to tell me, yeah, man, he fell asleep with his shoes on, so you know it's fair game, and we teabagged him. And I'm like, teabag? I'm like, what? Like, so y'all just got a whole bunch of tea bags and you put tea bags on the man? It's like, nah, dude. we put our balls on his forehead. And I'm like, say what now? Huh? Mind you, I just watched this white dude laugh and giggle at this himself. Oh, you got me. And I'm like, huh? You what now? Yeah, man. We put his ball, we dragged his ball. Then he took it to dragged our balls across his forehead, bro, and you know, it got pics of it. You want to see? No, I don't want to see. Don't show me that shit. But the funny left my body immediately, y'all. I stood all like the real serious nigga shit came out instantaneously. It's like I was possessed, and I was like, straight face. This is why I never fucking party with y'all or none of that shit, because y'all do that shit to me. I'm killing everybody. No, ain't no ha. Ain't no laughing. I'm going to jail. Everybody's dying. Any witness, anybody that was around, anybody let it happen, you fucking put your balls on me at all, I'ma fucking kill you. Dead ass serious. It's not that serious, dude. I'm like, hey man, I don't know where the fuck y'all from, but if a nigga, you dying. Okay? Horrible death. Horrible. All right. And I will gladly tell the judge how and why. And hopefully he will be lenient on sentencing, but he should definitely understand, because shit, that in itself is sexual assault. Your Honor, I'm asleep. These men decided for whatever reason to fucking take their private members and place them upon my body without my consent. I thought I was about to be raped. So the best thing I could do was kill everybody around. Well, there were women there too. Hey, they could have been trying to hold my feet. I don't know. They didn't wake me up. They didn't stop it. So as far as I'm concerned, Your Honor, they were Confederate. They were accomplices. Had to be completely and totally safe. That's not found out, bro. White boys just on some whole other shit, bro. Shout out to the white dudes, bro. That it's just like the shit they was telling me, bro. This dude was telling. I was like, yeah, man. You ever had put a knife to your girl's neck while you guys were having sex? I was like, what? It's real shit, bro. Like, so next. Yeah, Nick. Hey, that bitch knew what was going on. She should have said something. She should have stopped it. She should have woke me up or whatever. Cause the bitch, hey, bitch, you were just as responsible. Damn right, Naff. I don't know. I ain't taking no chances. But lastly, but not leastly, we're gonna get to the brother Kyrie Irving. And again, man, shout out to Kyrie, man. Again, first off, for being a hooper. Everybody knows, you know, Kyrie is one of the many but very select few of Kobe Bryant disciples or acolytes or whatever you want to call them. You know, people that had like an actual personal relationship with mentorship and respect of Kobe Bryant. You know, he's a very, very intelligent guy. I remember seeing Kyrie demolish and absolutely destroy Max Kellerman, bro. Destroy him. All right. You know, and remember black women get mad at Kyrie Irving for the infamous boat party he had. I believe was that the same one Michael B. Jordan was on, right? I think Michael B. Jordan was on that same yacht or whatever, you know, with all no black girls, you know, just a whole bunch of white girls and exoticals, you know, not a black woman in sight. So they got mad at Kyrie. Kyrie also looked into the heritage of his mother and found out his Native American roots and things of that nature. And overall, man, outside of the flat Earth shit, outside of the flat Earth claims, shout out to Fasting. Outside of the flat Earth claims, man, he's just a very, very you know, intelligent and very, very deep thinking guy. He walks to the beat of his own drum. He's not going to be manipulated. He's not going to be controlled. He's not going to do anything no one wants him to do that he don't want to do. If you guys remember the bubble season, he refused to play. He said, well, hey, look here, man. If you guys are saying that this corona and it's odd, right, that was happening. So the man that took the coronavirus so serious that, you know, he refused to play for the, you know, when there were no vaccine even available, you know, but it was okay. So let's think about this. We're like, well, a year removed as to where the whole NBA could play whole season now inside the quote unquote bubble, which we know is bullshit. Come to find out, even after you get, you know, the whatever you want to call it, you're still susceptible if you're getting it. You still can get the vaccine. This is not my opinion. This is not speculation. This is a fact. Okay, this has been stated by Pfizer. This has been stated by the medical doctors. The COVID vaccine, whichever one you get, does not prevent you from getting COVID after you receive the vaccine. That's a fact. That's not my opinion. Okay, look it up. Do whatever you want to do. That's undeniable fact. So he decided not to play when everyone else risked playing. And one of the biggest fucking mouths, Stephen A. Smith, was on this case then. But now that, you know, he played last season, there was no mandate. Remember, last year, no bubble, no mandate. So this man's played 2 seasons or went through 2 seasons of basketball, being the person to say, hey, we shouldn't play at all because we don't know what's going on here. According to you guys, this thing is deadly, killing people. We're putting people at risk for the sake of a game of basketball. Lives at risk. Basketball, I love it to death. You know what I'm saying? Gave everything for this game, but it's not worth health and lives. So I'm not going to play. On top of that, he took his money and he donated to the WNBA players for those that didn't even have a league that year because of the thing, and there's just no support for it. No one cared. Okay. So to last year, played great. You know what I'm saying? Until he got injured in the playoffs. Whole season, no vaccine required, no nothing. Now all of a sudden, there are mandates. And again, this is about the vaccine mandates, legality of it, all these different things where there's supposed to be performers exemptions or whatnot, what have you, but somehow that doesn't apply to him, as to where now he can't play at all. All right. Sugar Bum, you ain't gotta. I told you, look, Sugar Bum, you know my email, you know my Instagram. All right, stop. Come on. Just shoot your shot, shot it. You know what I mean? I know. Tall, handsome, and chocolate. You ain't got. Come on, man. We know that. Come on, now. Come on. All right. Chill out. All right. Stop fronting. But anyway, you know, now we're here. And it went from, okay, well, he can't play home games. All right. He won't be able to play home games. So because of the mandate is required for the city. So he can't come to the facility. He can't do this, can't do any of these things, so on and so forth. So can't do it. Well, okay, if he can't play home games, there's no problem. What about all the away games? Well, no, we don't want him to play away games because he's not vaccinated and then team chemistry, all these different things, whatnot, what have you. And it's like, whoa. How did we get here? Again, how and why does the state make this rule up or the law? And I gotta show you guys this shit too, man. Y'all gotta remember this shit, bro. Like, bro, these people, shout out to Chronicles, shout out to Ramil, shout out to anybody that's telling, look, bro, get your freedom. All right. Don't be stupid about it. Don't quit your job. Don't do anything to risk you or your family or the people that are responsible to you, your well-being and your economic stability by any means. But make your exit, bro. The worst thing that ever happened to us is that we were taught to be workers. Shout out to my man Nick Taylor, man. Shout out to MOT. Shout out to Keep It Techie. Shout out to G Lowry. Shout out to all the entrepreneurs and business owners. Hell, shout out to just the space. Because this is a business. All right. You know what I mean? This is a business. And you take the time out of your day and time to make content and dedicate time to this and get even a penny from it. All right. It's a business that's getting paid. And brothers are putting their hard-earned talent, time, energy, stats, research into this shit for you niggas. All right, for more than just the nigga shit. Again, bro, I hate when you try to the talent I've seen in this space, bro. The downright, even the motherfuckers I can't stand. You know what I mean? Even the people I really don't, I may not like on a personal level, or you know what I'm saying, I may not think. Not all of them. A bunch of these niggas is leeches, trash, and they ain't got shit, no talent to offer whatsoever. I'm just saying, let's just be real. But those are those that do. This ain't no motherfucker. Nigga, if you're trash, nigga. All right? BFI. All right? Okay? Sanitation services. All right? Some of you niggas need to be janitors. All right? I'm just saying. But for those of you that are not, all right, don't ever get it twisted. Just, nah, nigga. This ain't no blanket statement, nigga. Some of y'all niggas still trash. But yeah, man. Vincent Harris, you must be new here. Show me my hairline. What the fuck? Sugar Bomb. Why you Sugar Bomb? Listen here. I'm finna start charging you. You would keep flirting in my chat. Ain't nothing changed. Girl, it's me. Ain't nothing changed. Hey, you talking about? I'm just representing the home team. Stop playing. Don't play me, girl. Fuck out of here. Ain't nothing changed. But anyway, Kyrie. All right, so we'll let Kyrie talk to y'all, man.
Platform to speak on what's true and what's mine. Nobody's gonna hijack my voice. Nobody's gonna take the power away from me that I have for speaking on these things. And don't believe that I'm retiring. Don't believe that I'm gonna give up this game for a vaccine mandate or staying unvaccinated. Don't believe any of that shit, man. Like really be aware of what's being said before I even get a chance to be on the podium and speak for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like all these people saying all these things about what's going on with me, and it's just not true. Pay attention to what's going on out in the real world. People are losing their jobs to these mandates. People are having to make choices with their own lives, which I respect. And I don't want to sit here and play on people's emotions either. Just use logic. What would you do? If you felt uncomfortable going into the season when you were promised that you would have exemptions or that you didn't have to be forced to get the vaccine. This wasn't an issue before the season started. This wasn't something that I foresaw coming, where I prepared for it. And, I had a chance to strategize on what was going to be best for me and my family. I came into the season thinking that I was just going to be able to play ball, be able to use my talent to continue to, inspire, influence people in the right way. Like putting this on me is just like, why are you putting it on me? This is not part of, you know, what's going on in conversations with scientists, physicians, and doctors. I'm just a hooper, right? Like I'm just a person who's being utilized as an example. For some odd reason, you know, people love to have my name in the mix of just some BS. Like just hearing the way people speak with so much conviction about what I should be doing in my life and what, you know, my teammates should be feeling about me, what the organization be feeling about me.
And again, man, couldn't have said it better myself. It's crazy, bro, when you understand or you establish yourself as an individual. Um being a loner can be a lonely world, okay? Lonely road at times. But ultimately, bro, you learn so much from it, bro. Really, right? First and foremost, you learn yourself. You get that confidence in yourself. And that's the biggest thing that Kyrie showed, and that's how when he gained the respect of Kobe. And everyone remembers that infamous conversation between him and Kobe at uh the second redeem team would have been the 2000 and was it 10 2000 no 2012 Olympics. The second one, gold medal for Kobe. And Kyrie at the time was on the tryout team or the practice team, and he was going at Kobe directly. And you know, it's similar to the conversation that Kobe said he had with Michael Jordan. He's like, hey, everybody else, all the rest of y'all scared of this guy. But you know, me, I'm on his level. And when you, as the top dog, see somebody come at you without that fear, all right, respect, of course, but hey, you're not no better than me. I'm built just like you. I'm cut from that cloth. You can smell it, you can sense it, and there's nothing for you to do but respect it. And Kyrie isn't just like that on the court, but a lot of times in competition, you see, um, you know, the foundation that a lot of people have through that competition of sports. That's why sports is such an important thing, not only to black men, but just men in general, because it lets you know a whole lot about a man. You know what I'm saying? That adversity, you know, that perseverance. Can he play through pain? Can he come through when it counts the most? Is he gonna crack under pressure? Is he clutch? You know what I'm saying? Can he think on his feet? All these different things, man, to where people try to downplay or make it so small. It's just a game. It's just this. No, man. You know how hard it is, bro, to be in front of tens of thousands of people and to hit one of the biggest shots in the history of fucking, in the NBA basketball ever, you know, against the best team ever after I think like a 2-minute scoring drought to seal the game and bring the first and only championship to Cleveland, Ohio, and pretty much, help add to another man's legacy, more so even than your own. But again, man, like I said, and it's sad when another black man, bro. Again, it's Stephen A. Smith, bro. And again, he's talented. He has his things, but he gets so personal and he goes so hard at the black athletes. When again, shout out to Jay Williams. It was come to find out that Aaron Rodgers tested positive for COVID, and Aaron Rodgers isn't allegedly isn't vaccinated, but he's immunized. And Jason Williams or Jay Williams pointed out, like, hey man, whoa. You got all this energy for Kyrie. You've been talking about Kyrie for weeks on weeks on weeks, and Kyrie should this, Kyrie should that. Where's all this smoke for your boy? He's a bad man. Yeah, he literally is, according to public opinion, because he's not vaccinated. He's doing exactly what Kyrie's not doing. And again, I'm all for Aaron Rodgers. I'm not against what Aaron Rodgers is doing either. I'm just using this as, hey, rights for thee, not for me. That applies to Aaron Rodgers. That's okay. The NFL had a policy, strict policy about this, but yet and still, like you said, they covered it up for him and, let him get away with the play on words. But yet and still, Kyrie Irving can't play at all. And again, this is just something that's arbitrarily being done to pretty much just him. This was something decided by the organization for whatever reasons for them to try and follow unclear rules, regulations of the state of New York City. Is the media gonna come down and call Aaron Rodgers this crackpot, anti-vax, this, that, and the other, and all these things? Of course not. They're not. Rodgers. No way. What are they gonna do? Oh man, it's so messed up. We're so disappointed, Aaron, and this, that, and blah, blah, blah. You know where he's gonna be next Sunday? Back on the field, like it never ever happened, hoping for his team to win the Super Bowl. Crazy, ain't it? And yet again, man, it's just another testament to what the hell. Look, bro, I tried to help you, brother. Let me go and get you up out of here, fam. I don't know why y'all people do this. Get him out of here. There we go. Yeah, man, he hit him with the, hey, I'm immunized. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, that was a lot of op-eds, man. I was gonna read one, but that's an op-ed. Actual one, the one from ESPN, the ones that matter and that count, bro. That's just public theater, bro. Anybody calling for him to quit? Anybody calling for him to be traded? Anybody calling for him to be fined? Anybody calling for him to do any of those things? Fuck no. They're not shaming him like they're shaming Kyrie. They're not. And again, y'all had a right to y'all opinion, man. But the fact of the matter is, y'all, how long has it been going with Kyrie, bro? Kyrie didn't lie. At the very least, Kyrie wasn't deceptive. Kyrie told you from jump, look, I'm not doing it. What's more manly? To act like you did something and to put a play on words and then be able to come back and say, well, I never said that. I said I was immunized. I never said I was vaccinated. Or just to flat out say, hey, man, I'm not fucking with that vaccine shit. And that's the way my team, my organization, we agreed upon. That's the way it's going to be handled. That's what we're going to do. And hey, let's move on. Let's play football. No need to talk about my personal, private health. None of your business. That's another big thing too, man, that I'm trying to figure out as to how and why. Just like HIPAA's just out the window, bro. Again, if you asked a woman to see her medical history to check and see if she had an abortion on it, or you force women to report how many abortions they had, bro, do you know the level of lawsuits there would be? If you made a person with HIV or AIDS, okay, you made them tell you that they have HIV or AIDS, you know how many lawsuits that would be? But people are so fucking just scary, man, and willing to fucking lay the shit down, you know? I can't even call it. Whoever's in the back, your device aren't connected, you got to try and connect again. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Greatly appreciate you guys. Let me pin this so I'll be able to come up. You guys want to come up? Yeah, but even if they get him on the line, right? Yo, what up, bro? Shout out to my man Lion 917. You got it, fam. Go ahead. You on mute, fam. Unmute.
Yeah, I saw. I was trying to mute my other page because I got you on live. And what's the name?
No problem.
Nah, as far as Aaron Rodgers is concerned, when did we find out? Just a few days ago?
I think yesterday.
Yeah, we just found out a few days ago. They've been shaming the mess out of him too. They have been shaming the mess out of him too. So it's just getting started. I understand what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying, but outside of ESPN, they were just talking. I was just watching Undisputed this morning when they were talking about it. when Shannon was talking about it, because it's more about the fact that Aaron like tried to lie about it when he said I'm immunized. So it's really an emotional argument with Aaron Rodgers. No, granted, Kyrie Irving didn't lie, and that's what was said this morning on Undisputed, because Shannon said the same thing. Shannon was like, at least Kyrie didn't lie about it. As far as this whole vaccination thing, but it's more on the fact that people are being emotional because they're looking at Aaron Rodgers like, oh, he lied to us, as if politicians don't lie every damn day.
Well, my thing is, like, say, you shouldn't have to lie in the first place. It shouldn't be the public's business. It shouldn't be the organization's business to know your thing, man. Again, people just don't understand precedence, man, and what you do when you give up on one thing. Once you give up on one thing, bro, it's never just that. All right? It's never that.
But to them, they're on the emotional tip that you're putting everybody at risk, because they think just because you're on the simple fact that you're unvaccinated, you're putting everybody at risk, which anyone who's read enough knows that it does not matter if you're vaccinated or not. You can still get it.
You still get. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. That even the fact of the matter, you just made a great point. How can you put everyone at risk if you can still get the virus? Even if
it's all an emotional argument about morality, man. That's all it is at the end of the day. They really don't have a real valid point. They really don't. Because they want to talk about the science and everything, because even all the shows are doing it. They only want to talk about the science when it supports their point. But they completely leave out the fact you can still get it regardless. It's the main reason they're complaining is the fact that Aaron tried to low-key lied about it.
Well, this is what I'm saying. And in Aaron's defense, he didn't lie. I don't think he lied or whatever. The spin and the argument that's being put on it, you can make the argument is this. If I was him and I'm in his shoes, I'm like, hey, I'm completely and totally honest with you guys. I told you I was immunized. I said what I said. If you took it some other way and you thought it's being deceptive, that's not on me. That's you. Your interpretation.
It's not his fault. No, and I agree with that. It's not his fault how you interpreted what he said.
Exactly. And furthermore, like I said, I'm still going to stick to the fact in the matter that my choice, and this is my thing. Is anybody going to attack him for that? No, they're not going to attack him. They're going to try and get him on that and make it seem like that's that and all these other things and whatnot, what have you. But are there going to be all of these heckling and all these questions, this and another? No. And even if there are, you know what's going to happen? Aaron Rodgers is going to basically be like, hey, look, I'm fucking Aaron Rodgers, okay? I'm Super Bowl winning, NFL MVP quarterback. And my health is my choice and my business, because I think he did this once before with his family. He had some family issue or whatnot going on, and the media shut the fuck up immediately. Okay. And it's just, and again, not to really, racialize it too much or whatnot, what have you, but there is a difference there. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference there. And of course, I know Aaron Rodgers' importance to the Packers is way, way, way higher than Kyrie Irving's importance to the Nets. Joel, I'll mute you up, bro. You got background.
But, I wouldn't say that. I think Kyrie's I think Kyrie's very important to the Nets. Like, they're not going anywhere without Kyrie.
Yeah, but he's not the franchise player.
No, not compared to Aaron Rodgers. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's from a team position.
From a team position. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So that. But let me get to my man Lessons Burn. Lessons Burn. It's on you, fam. Go ahead.
Hey, what's happening, fellas?
You got it, bro.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I had watched the one with Jay Williams and Stephen A. Smith, and there definitely was a difference, but the biggest difference, right, is that New York actually has the mandate, right? So that kind of is the precedent of the whole thing. But I think Jay Williams had a point whenever he said, he was talking about how outrageous Stephen A. Smith was, and then he switched it up, right? And then like a couple minutes into the conversation, Stephen A. Smith started getting hype again. You know what I mean? So he had a point there, but yeah, Jay Williams, he didn't back up his point correctly. You know what I mean? He was just trying to come at Stephen A. because we really have no real point to make, because like I said, it's part of the law, or it's part of the mandate that's in New York. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have a mandate, so
and that's the thing though. The thing about the whole argument with the whole city mandate or whatnot is like, okay, well, why isn't the Nets and or the city, working to get a more clear definition and direction for them to go by, because the Nets saying they made their decision off of the misunderstanding or the vagueness or what they're interpreting the thing to be. And now you have this whole thing going on now as to where even the mayor of New York and the governor and whatnot and all these people aren't even fully aware or understand themselves what is allowed and what's not allowed. Because if you
Right,
have
and that's
go ahead, my bad, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's I was having a conversation with one of my homies. We was talking about that, and I was like, that's pretty much the biggest point is that the lack of clarity from the top, right? Like the CDC says one thing, the corporation say another thing, your job says one thing. Every city mandate is all different and stuff. Like the confusion is there. Like that's where the confusion starts. And then whenever it comes down to them questioning what Aaron Rodgers said, they trying to pick apart that as if it's I'm like, why is it so important? Like the guy that was on there, I don't know the third dude's name that was on the Stephen A. Smith one, but he was like, we need to know, Aaron, we need to know what you said, we need to know who you told, and this, that, and third. Like, who the fuck, who are y'all? You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
y'all care more about figuring this out than actual, the actual problem. You know what I mean? Like, that's just it's crazy.
It's also because they don't have nothing else to talk about, really.
Yeah, I believe I understand that too, but I mean, it's a clown show, man. It really is. Like,
Yeah, it really is.
And what's crazy is this, like Aaron Rodgers and Kyrie, both of them dudes strike me as the type of dude that would retire and then win. You know what I mean? Like, shit, all right, y'all, this, that, and the third, I'm gone. Both of them seem like they were typed up.
I'm already up 100 M's on y'all. So if I want to say peace out, I would.
Straight up, yeah, like,
and just leave y'all like whatever.
Yeah, but we all know what Stephen they like to call Aaron Rodgers. That's a bad man. So he don't want to.
Man, that's just my thing, man.
Hey, it's something I want
to. This is emotional. They're all emotional. Every last one of them emotional. Stephen A. Shannon, Skip, they all sad, emotional. Man. There's no logic. It's all emotion.
There's something I want to touch on the Dave Chappelle thing too, because how you was juxtaposing with the Kevin Spacey thing, right? And nobody was outraged when Dave Chappelle, I think it was his first Netflix when he came back. I used to love Dave Chappelle, but ever since he came back, it's almost like Jordan with the Wizards, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just ain't the same to me. But I was watching that one, and he had made a joke about Michael Jackson, right? The Michael Jackson thing, and it's pretty much saying like the kid or whatever was like at the family dinner. And his kid was like complaining about it or something like that. And they was like, "Why are you complaining? At least it was Michael Jackson." You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You can't make that into a joke. And nobody said anything about that.
Yep.
But yeah. Well, we know what the deal is, man. Yeah, we already know what it is. But go ahead.
Shout out to him, man. In this for the two, man. Much love, fan. Shout out to you, man. BABG gang. Appreciate you, man, for sure. Hey, if you want to come back up, man, come up. Your stuff didn't connect, whatever, brother. So click the link in if you're trying to get on, man. Shout out to Primetime VA in the building for the 10, bro. Greatly appreciate you, fam. Joel, it's on you, brother. Go ahead.
Hey, man, first of all, fantastic. You got a great show, man. I've been enjoying it. I was riding in the car, man, so you was getting that pushback. I think I want to start with the COVID and work back. I don't know what's going on with the COVID, but I'm suspicious of it. Fantastic. And I tell you why I'm suspicious of it. I saw this country back in early 2000s getting two wars when Saddam was saying, "Hey, man, I don't have weapons of mass destruction." And we went in there anyway. Then we ran up into Afghanistan. We were shooting missiles that caused millions of dollars into dirt piles. And now Afghanis are over here. They over at Fort Dix, and they in other military installations around the country. So I said all that to say, right? I seen people push an agenda with a war. So now, what kind of agenda are they pushing with this COVID-19 thing? Now, I'm going to try not to be long, but there's some stuff I'm trying to drive home. I made some videos. I think I got shadow banned, so I can come on here and talk about it. But they said 3 million people, I believe, died in the world from COVID-19. Well, 60 million people die a year in the world. So 3 million people dying out of 60 million. That's really not a large number. Now, just to take it one step farther, I've done research on this. According to a 2018 statistic, 7,500 people die a day in the United States from something, whether it be the COVID-19, a car accident, natural causes. That's maybe about almost 250,000 people a month. Again, back to 3 million people a year. So 3 million people a year die in the United States from something, COVID-19 included, 60 million a year. So not to be long-winded so I could take a breath, I'll give y'all, let y'all get some feedback. But I think what they got going on with this COVID is something, it's a nasty agenda, and it's going to be a few years, maybe 10 or 15, before we see what happens. What you think, Fantastic?
Well, first of all, let me shout out to my man, Solid Sir, man. A1 Day One, man. Welcome back, fam. Appreciate you for the cash out, bro, with the 20 ball. And again, yeah, man, it's much deeper, bro. We've been around that block a time or two. And who knows, man, the technological and advancement that we're seeing surrounding this stuff, whether it be the vaccine directly or now they have chips and they have different other devices and things that they're talking about implanting in people. It's a much, much bigger thing. And the fact of the matter, again, this is coming from the top of the top, saying now, they're trying to get the mandates for workers. Anybody with over 100 employees, is mandatory that your workers be vaccinated. What are you doing? You're basically telling people, hey, if you don't work, you don't eat. You know what I'm saying? You don't grind, you don't shine. Shout out to Mike Jones. But now, if you're not willing to play by their rules, you're literally not going to be able to, quote unquote, buy or sell. Now, am I saying this is
the mark of the beast, sir?
You know what I'm saying? Am I saying this is it itself? No, I don't believe that the vaccine itself is it, but as a precursor, yes, because you always have to do that temperature check. Again, the revelation of the method, and you always have to give permission, bro. They don't ever really force you into doing anything. They let you put the knife in your own, your own hand. Put the shackle around your own wrist and your neck. So yeah, man, this is just to see just how far you can push the people and getting them to do things. And the thing about it is, like I say, man, you have the Dave Chappelle's, the Kyrie Irving's, just that strong black male. I'm not going will, bro. That's scary, and that's why this attack on black male and masculinity has been going on for as far as it is. And the biggest part of it, is a father or a positive male role model in a young black boy's life. So if you never ever have that, what are you going to be? You're going to be lost. You're going to be violent. You're going to be, less intelligent. You're not going to be measured. You're not going to be a critical thinker. You're going to miss a whole lot of very, very important elements of you growing up to be a copy of, you and me. You know what I'm saying? Again, I keep telling y'all, bro, whether you want to admit it or you understand it or not, we hold a special place in this shit, bro. We are the bridge between the gap. After us, bro, can you trust it, bro? I can't, man. To see these young cats out here, these 20-some-year-olds, bro, I can't trust these dudes, bro, to run the world. I just can't.
And you know what? You're absolutely right, man. It is scary, and like you see, a lot of you guys, man. Fantastic. I'm actually surprised how well me and you grew, man, because I knew you guys were, a lot of you guys are Kevin Samuels guys, and even though a lot of the stuff that Kevin Samuels says, I do agree with, but some of his stuff, I like, man, come on, bro, you're a little bit out of pocket with that. And
well, hold on. Let me clear it up. The only guy I am is a fantastic guy. Okay, I got you. Shout out to all those dudes, man. Respect them for them, but I'm me.
I got you. Because just like as you was talking earlier about the gay thing, hey, bro, man, we in a different time. Again, nobody have a problem with a person being gay or LGBTQ, but man, you got your lane and I got my lane. We're not gonna be hanging out together, and it's not because I have a problem with you personally, but the fabric that I'm cut from, heterosexual guys don't hang out with gay guys. Just like to me, it's for example, right? It's like, hold on, what, I'm a friend zone a gay guy? That's just like a woman, just like we don't hang out with women that don't want to sleep with us, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna be friends with a woman that don't want to give me nothing. So hold up. So you mean hold up? Okay. So I'm not gonna hang out with a woman that don't want to sleep with me, but I'm a friend zone a gay guy? Come on, man. Where they do that at? You know what I'm saying? Come on, stop it, man. Stop it. And they trying to push it on you like
Exactly.
you say, try to make you feel like it's something wrong with you. And I get on stage and do the comedy and everything. And that's one of my jokes. Like, hold on, man. If I ain't gonna be with a woman that don't want to sleep with me, why would I be with a guy that I don't want to sleep with?
Yeah, man. Again, man. Bro, when I tell y'all, I was surprised, bro. For my little stint I did out. I'll meet you up, man. You got a ringtone or something in the background. Let me meet you.
I just killed it. That was me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just killed it. I'm playing solitaire.
Bro, the CDs dudes, bro. When I tell you, boy, hey, and shout out to G Dizzle in the building, man. Listen, man. Listen, man, these niggas was swishing harder than Listerine, boy. I'm telling you, these niggas was swishing hard, swishing, swashing, and everything else. And I'm just like, bro, wow, bro. I can't even understand it. And like you said, man, this is what they want us to be. This is why Don Lemon is their champion. You can't say anything bad about Don Lemon. And again, Don Lemon is someone that's promoting starve. If you don't do what we want you to do, die. That's literally what he's saying in essence. Not to mention, again, this is the same person who has an open sexual assault case. Okay.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, with purported. Well, of course not. The media don't want you to know about that. Then no, I don't. And it's funny. That's what I'm saying. It's weird to me. And that's why I was trying to say, bro. We'll never ever have that coalition or that because that's just a shield for them, and they know that, bro. Yeah. Again, if you're a guy and you're a LGBT dude and you do anything that's questionable of the sexual nature, that's a shield for you. Nobody's gonna come after you for that.
Hey, fantastic. Did you hear about the Joe Budden?
The who?
Joe Budden.
What's going
Joe
on?
Budden came out and admitted that he was
sarcastic.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah, they said they don't know what it was. But again, even that, man, I don't get it. No, we don't joke like that, bro. Niggas don't joke like that.
Yeah, and that's my whole point. I was talking to somebody about it. He was like, that's his business. So I said, yeah, that is his business, but look how far he got off of perpetrating a fraud type thing. It's like the whole Jada Pinkett thing. Like niggas ain't really coming at Jada Pinkett for what she's doing. It's more or less the fact that you built your whole career off of the exact opposite of that. You wouldn't have got where you was at if you was being all the way 100 with yourself. You see what I'm saying? So that's where the problem lies. Not that you say actual choice. Anybody can do what they want to do, but that's what Mark did.
Can somebody tell me what Joe Budden did? I don't know what happened.
He alluded to something about being
Joe Budden said he was bisexual, man.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
But Joe Budden looked like he swing that way though. I'm not surprised.
But see but here we go again though, bro. See, we what we're doing is we're trying to pin something on somebody that we don't know anything about. I know of a lot of motherfuckers that look feminine and gay as fuck, but them motherfuckers fucking and getting more pussy than a little bit, and ain't nothing about them gay. So you can't just sit there and say, well, he looked like he's swinging that way. That's that old as Fantastic said.
It's just
well, hold on, bro. As Fantastic normally says, that's that old nigga way of thinking. Oh, he look gay. He sound gay.
Hey, can I ask you a question, brother? Can I ask you a question? Did the man say he was bisexual? Did he say it was bisexual?
He alluded to the fact.
Okay, well, hold up.
So here's what.
Wait, brother, I don't want to argue with you.
You asked me a question. I'm not trying to argue. Let me answer.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
Answer your question since you asked.
Go ahead.
That's all you gotta do. I don't like arguing. All right, here we go. Let's take it down. All right, so here we go. We're men. We can talk as men. It's not an issue with that. So here it is. You have a lot of people in the digital sphere, in this space and in other spaces, using the digital sphere outlet, communication outlet, to make money. So motherfuckers will say and do a lot of things that they are not to get clicks, views, and dollars. I've been saying this for the longest.
Can I respond? Let me know when I can respond. Okay, well now listen.
Sure,
what you just said, I actually agree with what you just said. So I'm not going to give you no pushback on that. And the only thing and like I said, you basically said what I was going to say. But only thing I was going to put in there, and I don't think it applies to anybody on this board. None of us guys would do nothing like that. So actually, brother, you actually did say what I was going to say. So that's cool. I agree with you. I agree with that.
All right, let me hop in real quick. Let me
See,
get
so
this.
that's what we got.
Hold on, General. Let me get this.
Oh, go ahead.
Shout out to Notorious Rari for the 499. Really appreciate you, bro. Girl got mad at me because I told her I'm a strong believer in my religion, so I stand on certain principles and values. Then she cursed me out again, man. Yeah, if you listen, bro, the worst thing you can do. Oh, so let me tell you. Shout out to y'all, man. So let me tell you this little story, right? So, bro, I got into this little thing or whatever. It's like a non-beef going on with this chick I guess I work with, and you know, she's a chick or whatever. I guess she thinks she's whatever or whatnot, what have you. Dudes used to getting at her and shit like that. But I mean, she's not appealing to me. She's not attracted to me. Nothing about her I want. So, bro, if and when you can turn down the pussy, bro, be careful. All right. If a woman gives you, especially in the workplace or whatnot, what have you, bro, the worst thing I keep telling you guys, and we don't say this enough. A woman's ego when it comes to sex and being desired or wanted, or her propositioning you or her coming after you, bruh, is fragile as fuck. If you deny a woman, okay, that's not only like, you know, attracted to you, but she's brave and bold enough to the point of where she's propositioning you and asking you out or giving you all these signals, and bruh, stand by, nigga. Just be careful with that, man. You guys have to sort of kind of have to learn that shit, and make sure you get yourself away from that woman, and you never ever in a position as to where it's you and her situation. Shout out to Jap. I remember Jap telling the story a couple months ago. He was talking about this chick, some chick he met way outside of work or whatever, and she ended up working for the thing, and she tried to fucking get his job fucked over. So he had to fucking play ahead of the game and get moved around, so the bitch couldn't lie on him and claim that, you know, harassment. So yeah, man, be careful, man. And a lot of the times, bro, just, you know, do whatever you got to do to stay away from a bitch that's showing interest in you you're not interested in, bro, because they take offense to that shit, and they gonna say, oh, you aggressive, you this, you that. But they'll do any and everything they can do, because ain't nothing worse than a bitch they want that don't want them. Remember that shit. Black women especially.
Or even worse, when you at one time did show interest, but it didn't work out, so you left them alone, and then here they come running back, and then you deny them.
Oh yeah, that's even worse, bro.
That's even worse.
Just stop.
When you deny them when they come back, oh God.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Mr. E said, yeah, she looking at your ass like a big ass motherfucker, like a big ass Krispy Kreme donut in this motherfucker, bro.
That's crazy how the psychology works, how they feed off of that. It's just very, very interesting, but yet men are the weird ones.
Well, that's what I'm saying though, and you know, it's crazy, and that's why this space is so valuable, because you know, these young cats are being told and taught that they're the monsters, they're the predators, they're the, you know, sexual
sexual deviants.
Yeah, deviants and all this stuff or whatever, sex addicts, simply because they're interested in a woman physically, and you know what I'm saying, they're physically attracted to her and they want to have sex with her, which is completely and totally, you know, scientifically proven to be natural.
They're literally standing in front of you half naked in a bikini, telling you not to sexually objectify them.
Yep, yeah. Don't you? Oh, you.
And then when you don't, you lose anyway. Because
exactly. And then if you ignore them,
when you say okay and take your talent somewhere else,
yeah, man. So like I said, man, it's again, that's what this thing is about, bro. Understanding the crazy ass obstacle course you have to operate in, you know, and all this stuff here. Ultimately, what it still revolved around the workplace. That's something we can't lose here too. Even Don Lemon's crazy ass. Don Lemon is allowed to do the shit he's doing from his work platform, right? He's able to tell the whole country and spew out this rhetoric as to where, oh, well, you shouldn't be able to eat. You shouldn't be able to do this. You shouldn't be able to do that. If you don't do what I want you to do, what I think you should do, fuck it, die. You know, that's cool for him though, because what, he got the shield. Yet still, Dave Chappelle's been doing something he's been doing for his entire adult life. Shit, over what? Probably 20 years now. When did Nutty Professor come out? Nutty Professor came out in like the 90s or early 2000s.
I want to say 90s, 90s,
Probably like
90s.
yeah, like late
20
90s.
years.
96.
That's he got his first big break, right? And he gives Eddie Murphy fucking always gives him a shout out for that. You know, so a guy that's been doing this thing seriously, bro, for damn near going on 30 years now. You know, well, what the hell? Like, what are we saying here? You know what I'm saying?
All right.
What
And that's
go ahead.
I was gonna say that's interesting. I don't know if y'all are caught any like that election stuff in Indian. That's what was crazy about that too, because they was pretty much saying, you know what I mean, how dangerous it is that these people are running the shit, you know what I mean? And they had like the lieutenant governor, she's a black woman, or I think she's Jamaican, Winsome Sears, I think, and there was like a picture of her holding a gun or whatever, and they was like retweeting that picture and saying, oh, this is your new governor or lieutenant governor, and talking about how dangerous it is, like, you know what I mean, and they were just predicating like all the speech as if it's so dangerous, but then on your side, y'all talk about the freedom of speech, how y'all can do what y'all want to do. Same thing with the chicks, man. It's like, that's crazy. And even though it was a black woman, it still wasn't okay that she was in a position of power because she wasn't a Democrat.
Yeah, because she exactly that too, man. And I was gonna do something on that yesterday, but I had something fucking get caught up. I'm still gonna touch on that, man, definitely, because that's major stuff that's going on here. Hopefully, and I really hope black people are waking up, man. I hope that the 200-year curse of Lyndon Baines Johnson has been lifted. I hope, but it remains to be seen. But let me get to the war room, man. Greatly appreciate you, man. You didn't gave your official statement yet, brother. Go ahead. The war room, it's on you. You're on mute. All right, let me go to Josh then. Josh is on you. Go ahead.
What's going on, brother?
You got it, bro.
Hey, peace to everybody in the chat. Peace to everybody on the panel, man. Hey, like I said in the cash out, man, I've been waiting for you to come back for so long, man. Hey, man, it's just seeing different shit in the manosphere, man, and like on these different social media groups and stuff, man. Real niggas ain't real niggas no more. It's over with. We got too many Joe type niggas out here, you know, bath water drinking. Like, that shit was funny. You said Eiffel Tower and that dude.
Yeah, like the fuck, nigga. God damn.
I never heard of that term, but hey, that shit you said about like white boys and shit, man. I went to college and I played soccer with a bunch of them, man. They do some crazy stuff, man. They do some suspect stuff too, man. Do a lot of suspect stuff.
Hey, bro. Tell me, hey, I guess I'll be trying to tell dudes, man. I'm gonna meet Jimmy, your ass. I'm gonna want y'all. You want on mute? I'm gonna meet you up, bro. You got background. But yeah, man, I be trying to tell. That's why I tell, bro, niggas, man. Yeah, as much as niggas complain about white folks, bro, y'all don't know white folks, bro. Y'all don't know white dudes. I like for real. Y'all really don't. Cause like I said, if you knew just like the crazy shit they do, bro, these motherfuckers got too much crazy ass shit to be worried about your black ass. Trust me, bro. These motherfuckers be with their shit.
Straight up,
you got absolutely right. I'm from the military myself. I've seen these white dudes. They are off the chain.
Finna go off 4-wheelers, dude.
And I tell people all the time, man. Hey, when they get drunk, they just like us, man. I'd have been to NASCAR races, man. Hey, and everybody knows this. We all men here. Like, you don't share your beer with nobody you hate.
Hell
man, I was at a NASCAR race, man. These motherfuckers, they like making their neck to share their beer with me. You want a beer? I'm like, yeah, I'll take one. Get this man.
They'll ask you like 3 times, even after you refuse. They'll ask you.
You sure?
Exactly. They'll be like, you sure? Like, nah, I'm good, man. Thank you.
I'm good, bro.
Well, hey, you know what though, guys, and all of you guys who've been away from the hood knows this. Once men get together and men start fellowshipping and they start going through trials and tribulations together, all that, the color and all of that stuff goes out the window, man. It's all about, man, listen, we all in solidarity. We done climbed this hill together. We done fought this war together. We done played this game together. That's the kind of stuff that binds, man. The stuff that makes men, that put men at one another's throat, primarily is money. It's the economic thing. You take this one guy's job away and give it to somebody else. You pay to somebody else a little less. Or we all know if you add a woman to that equation, most men, a lot of men who are immature, they can't control themselves around women. But other than that, if you get away from the person that's actually pushing the button, and when I say the person that's pushing the buttons, I mean the guy that's handing out employment. That's putting one another, for example, initially it's the white dudes. They mad at the black slaves because they let the slaves loose and the slaves gonna work for less. Well, now all these years later, you got the Americans, blacks and whites and Hispanics and whatever. We mad at the Hispanics that's coming over from under the border. Why? Because they can pay them less and they taking jobs. But again, you put men in a military unit together, you put men on the sporting field together, men is going to bond with each other. They're going to drink the same drink. They're going to bang the same chicks. They're going to have each other's back if they get into anything. That's a man thing. And again, all you guys, I know Fantastic's military. And I heard another brother said he was military, but I heard another guy talking about playing sports. But man, like I said, man, we get past, as long as the bulls, the specter of the BS is not over our head, man, men are going to get along with each other, man.
Yeah. War Room, it's on you, brother. You ready now? You good? The War Room? There you go. Yes.
All right, yeah, I'm good. I'm good, brother. Pardon me for the interruption. Listen, I heard you talk about Stephen A. Smith. Fucking coon, period. Point blank.
Well, damn.
Point blank. Fucking
Tell us how
coon.
you really feel there.
He's a fucking coon, and what he does is placate to the dominant society. Because as you brought up earlier, he got all that smoke for Kyrie, but he ain't saying shit about. And it's more than just the one quarterback from Green Bay, whatever the fuck his raggedy ass name is. It's more than him that's going against the goddamn grain on this. They just ain't came out yet. Nobody's making a big a big issue about it.
Yep.
That's the problem. So anytime you got a brother who sits on national TV and he's highly critical of any black athlete that bucks the system or goes against the grain, he's highly critical of them. But yet and still, the motherfucker ain't said nothing about Roethlisberger and his situation and his rampage situation. But he can go back and he can bring up Kobe's rampage situation. He can go back and he can bring up all these other brothers' DB situations. But he ain't said not one motherfucking word towards any of these greater minorities out here. Not greater minority, majority. These greater majority players out here that come from the white demographics. He ain't said nothing about them. And he won't say nothing about them. And they're calling his ass out. He's a fucking coon. And he need to be off TV. That's just how I see it. Because he's not biased.
That's never gonna happen. He is their cash cow on ESPN.
And let me say this. Let me say this, man. I again, as much as I may disagree with the brother, man, still that would be censorship. I don't want the brother censored again, and Stephen A. I'll still give him like I give him either somewhere between 78 to 85% of the time I can agree with what he's got going on. I'm with you, War Room, on for whatever reason he goes the veracity at which he goes at the black athlete. I have yet to see Stephen A. Smith get in any type of serious back and forth with any non-black athlete yet to see him do it. And yet,
that's just about actually War Room brought up a good point. You remember that Chad Wheeler incident?
Yeah,
they were quiet.
Right.
He stayed away from that.
That whole segment was actually quiet. They only spoke on that for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, he stayed away from that. Like play.
Hey, have y'all seen that meme going
so
on?
It's not about
yard.
One last thing, and I'm gonna let y'all have it. I'm gonna go back on mute because I'm trying to get some stuff together over here, working in this fucking bullshit ass place that got me at. Listen, you're exactly right. You see, he knows exactly how to placate to the greater demographics of fan who happen to be white. He understands that. He knows that if he says anything outside of the context other than what they want him to say, he knows that his ass is done. He understands that. You see what I'm saying? This is why a lot of black people in the entertainment business are now coming out and they're speaking about it. This is why Shaquille O'Neal has came out and spoke about it. And that's his fraternity brother. said, you know, I really don't fuck with Stephen A. Smith like that. Ever since he did the shit he did to Kobe. He did Shaq just did a thing, y'all should check it out. I think y'all should be able to find it. Where he talks about that. He said, I don't fuck with Stephen A. Smith simply because of what he tried to do to Kobe. The way he tried to play the shit between me and Kobe. That was a personal thing. He took it and ran with it and blew it way out of proportion. You see, it's not about censorship, Fantastic. It's about holding people accountable for their fucking actions. See, we only want to do that when it comes to certain individuals, when it comes to certain topics. Everybody must be held accountable. Put the onus on the owner. If you own some bullshit and your job is to give a unbiased conversation about sports and what's happening, then that's what you should be held to the standard of doing. Period, point blank. And if you can't do that, then your ass got to go away.
Preach.
Gotcha.
Preach.
I think it doesn't even matter the subject. As long if the guy who did something wrong is black, he gets all the smoke.
That's how it always is, though, Sam.
I think by osmosis and just the way that things are going, I think those guys are going to fall to the wayside anyway. You know, like TV is becoming less popular. I think a lot. I bet, you know, First Taking them. I bet they get. I mean, I know every year they get more and more views online because I watch it online. I don't watch, you know, I don't actually watch the whole episodes and shit. So, you know, that stuff's gonna fade to the background because a lot of these guys that are doing independent have more objective views and they don't really, you know, for now anyway.
But
like even Whitlock,
but you have
got a decent show.
Comment like there's mad comments saying bring Max back.
But you have to understand, even with that, brother, you have to understand Stephen A. just got a Disney deal, right? Stephen A. doing a little cartoon bullshit. So these large corporations are aware that the cable companies and conventional TV is going away. They understand that there's about a 7-year lifespan on the way that we consume things on as far as entertainment is concerned. They already projected that by the year 2032, the 80% of the content that's consumed commercial wise will be in a digital format from other than standard TV, if you understand what I'm saying. So they already know this. This is why you see all of these people that are popping up these shows now on YouTube. This is why you see all these YouTube channels happening from people that are like, why the fuck is Stephen A. Smith got a YouTube channel? Why the fuck the CNBC and CNN and all these, why are they now on YouTube? Why? Because they know that people are going to start consuming their information that way. So they figure, let me get in on the ground floor. Let's test this theory out and see if we can build a base and build a following. And our following will follow us from TV over to the digital space, meaning YouTube and other places like what is it, Facebook or what they calling that shit now?
Oh, the Verse or whatever the fuck that shit is, Meta something, Meta, whatever the fuck. Meta book or Metaverse. Shout out to Native Rain, man. War Room meant that one. Yeah, man. Most definitely came with it. And War Room, that's another thing, man. I'm glad you brought that up because remember we were literally here, and I'm not gonna say necessarily trendsetters or the catalyst, but we were literally in the middle of that as just, you know, YouTubers. Especially for me, I was a budding YouTuber then. I think I might have just had like 1,000 subs, and once, you know, CV hit. Just like you said, we saw everybody hit YouTube. Everybody had a live stream. Everybody had a podcast. What's the big thing? What's the big rap thing? The big music thing, y'all? What's the huge music thing now? Verses happen. Like, so literally.
And they sold that for a grip too.
Little bitty, you know, everyday YouTubers, the Mr. Fantastics and the rest of the people, you know, way bigger than me, but, you know, not multi-celebrities or whatnot, what have you, now have to compete in a space with Lil Wayne, Carmelo Anthony, Stephen A. Smith, hell, Shannon Sharp, Uncle Shay Shades or some shit, right? Didn't Shannon Sharp, the name of his joint on here? Shay Shades, something like that. Yeah. All these,
something like that.
These actual, you know, paid celebrities and talking heads and pundits are doing their own individual thing and jumping into the market that, you know, just a little everyday, you know, no known, you know, making it on your own person and now you still have to be able to get your share of the market versus, you know, stuff like that. Shout out to all the, you know, sports guys, the politics guys, all these other things that are able to garner and maintain your audience, despite now, like War Room said, these people leaving and migrating because TV's dying, bro. Like you said, TV is all but dead. Cable is all but dead. This is why you see all these conglomerates as to where I think what DirecTV bought AT&T or vice versa, one of the two. DirecTV and AT&T is one and the same now. Now AT&T has a deal with HBO. You know, these people and things are trying to stay afloat because, like you guys say, bro.
Pretty sure everybody's gonna have a live subscription.
Yeah,
Amazon, I think Amazon already has a live.
Yeah, Amazon. I just got a
Watch,
I'm
next
glad
year
you said
Disney
that.
will have one. Disney gonna have a live one.
I just got a thing saying now Thursday Night Football on Prime Video. So yeah. So even these streaming services, Hulu was like the one that's doing the biggest advertisement. Yeah, Hulu has live sports. You know, even these streaming services are providing actual live, you know, TV and things. Why? Because it's like, bro, you know, what's the purpose of a fucking cable network at this point? You know what I'm saying?
Not anymore.
Nobody really watches
$200 for cable. When you can pay $60, $80 and be done with it.
And everything's online anyway.
Yeah. Plus the good thing, I'm gonna tell you what's best for me. I've been ever since the pandemic. I've been in the Black YouTube space, and I'm not gonna lie, man. It's so refreshing to hear the opinions and points of views of people who look like me. It's so refreshing to appreciate the creativity of folks that look like me. Now I could care less for that nigga shit. But the cats like Fantastic and O'Shea and people like that who really created a lane for themselves and making it work, man, that's pretty cool if you ask me, man. I stay in this space, man, because prior to getting into the YouTube and all that, I used to be in the audio books hot and heavy. But now, man, I haven't picked up an audio. Matter of fact, I can listen to audio books on YouTube too, man. But I be listening to y'all guys, man. Y'all guys be having some nice opinions and points of views on some stuff. And then the great thing about it is you can literally interact with people that you see on YouTube. You know, you imagine what that, you know how many times, man, when growing up, people yelled and screamed at the TV and your mom or your pop say, man, they can't answer you back. Shit, now you get on here, you could say, yo, Fantastic. And Fantastic say, what up, bro? You know what I mean? It's a bold, brave new world out here, man. And like I said, I'm just enjoying fellowshipping with y'all cats, man.
Really appreciate it, bro. And like I said, that was the thing too that I said we understood and we saw. And I learned from this space, like you said, man, just to have so many different brothers, you know, different age groups, different regions, different belief systems, different, you know, whether it be spiritual, religious, political, health, favorite sports teams, you know, just a whole bunch of things, right? Oh, hell, shout out to all the, you know, the UK brothers, man. Shout out to the UK fam. Shout out to the African brothers, man. Shout out to the Caribbean brothers. Shout out to everybody, man. This is and like you said, understand and just learn something new. Is just how, you know, complex and broad we are, but at the same time, we go through a lot of the same shit, man. Like I said, this is the first place I came to with, you know, black men and heard, you know, real stuff be talked about. I was thinking about it in my mind, but I could never ever sit down and have a conversation about, even with people I'm cool with, right? You know what I'm saying? Not even people that, you know what I'm saying, that I actually know in real life, and sit down and, you know, on a forum as big as this, and, you know, tell stories, trade ideas, you know, debate topics, and get a different perspective. Hell, get advice, learn a skill, learn a trade, hell, get network, all these different things, man. And like I said, bro, this is a true you know, gold mine we have here. Again, like I said, man, shout out to O'Shea, bro. Like I said, hell, I don't want this shit from nobody else, man. I want it from y'all. You know what I'm saying? And y'all are the ones that give it to me, you know, and it's a testament that we can and we do this shit. So my bad. Whoever that is, go ahead.
Oh, my bad, Fantastic. I just wanted to give you your flowers, man, because I'm glad old boy brought this up because who was that, Joel? Yeah, I'm glad he brought this up because before I came to this space, bro, there was only two people that I really listened to hard body like that. That was Chronicles and Dr. BOA. And you know they don't really do content with anybody. They don't have panels or nothing like that, right? So
Yep.
like me, I think the first one in this kind of space that I ran into was Ramil's channel. I got on it. I didn't get on the panel and all, I listened, but motherfuckers was going back and forth. You know what I mean? And I couldn't get nothing out because I'm used to just listening to stuff and just getting like almost pure information, like back to back to back. You know what I mean? So it's something I learned was patience. You know what I mean? So I listened to, you know what I mean, a couple more of the streams, and you know what I mean, it's just something that, you know, after a while, you know, you start to appreciate it. Like Big Truck. I hated Big Truck when I first heard Big Truck, but now I fuck with Big Truck tough now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
so
man.
I just appreciate it. It's like it taught me patience. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah, I
Exactly, bro.
appreciate that.
That's another thing
And
too,
then
man.
yeah,
Like
and
you
the
said,
fact you brought up Chronicle Suicide, I said, okay, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Because there was nobody else really that
hey,
you
bro.
know would
When I
mention that
tell
type. But
you,
hey,
shout
yeah,
shout out to
man,
that brother,
yeah.
man. Like you
And
said,
you know, man. That hey,
yeah,
man.
exactly, man. Shout out to him, man. Like I said, shout out to Chronicles. Chronicles, you know, stands his own, does his own thing. But like I said, bro, the wealth of knowledge, like that dude, bro. I'll just say, man, he gave me so many keys to things that I as a 30-some-year-old man, when I first heard him, bro, never in my life, not a mama, not a daddy, not an uncle, not a pastor, not a teacher, not anything. And you know why? Because I was never ever taught about a ruling class mentality, never even heard that terminology. You know what I'm saying? And to hear him break it down and tell me how, you know, I already had these concepts and I felt this way, but everybody else is telling me, well, no, man, you just need to get you a good job and you need to do what everybody else is doing, and you know, you need to plan to make it. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to plan to strive to be, you know, your own man and all these other different things. And this dude, you know, with passion, with aggression, with authority, saying, hell no, that's wrong. Okay. As a man, you're supposed to want to motherfucking conquer and rule any and everything around you. The same white man y'all fucking sit back and claim and complain about, he not worried about you, but you worried about him. Why? Because you see him as a powerful person, as a person in fucking rulership, and that's how the shit goes. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, hell, I never even knew that black folks ruled anything. My dumb ass thought, you know what I'm saying? I was sitting up here listening to the same public school system that, you know, I've been paying into even as an adult tell me any and everything began and started with me being a slave. You see what I'm saying? So again, man, there's just so much stuff, man. In just, you know, this space and surrounding space and brothers that have a wealth of knowledge that for us to draw from and, you know, expand that information, disseminate it out as much as possible. And of course, man, like you said, give them brothers their credit, their due, their flowers, direct brothers to them that they don't know about them so they can learn and get it from the horse's mouth. Hey, because again, bro, it's I got my wheelhouse, I got my thing, but if I don't know, I'm not gonna pretend like I do. And I'm definitely gonna point you in the right direction, man. So yeah, man, it's just so much stuff going on, man. Shit, yeah, definitely shout out to Black Round, man, BOA, all them guys that's been around here way before me, you know, doing this stuff. And you know, dudes that precede me that you know, you guys, for people that follow them and then, you know, give me respect, you know what I'm saying, and put my name in the same sentence as those guys, bro. Like I said, that's respect, man. Like I said, let me know I'm you know, I'm not there, but I'm definitely on the right track. And you know, just ultimately, man, this thing we got going here, bro. It's for you guys and brothers to realize, bro, there's nothing wrong with not being liked. You're not gonna be liked, bro. When you're that black man, you're not over aggressive, you're not being unreasonable. You just stand on principle, and that's becoming a lost art. Standing on principle in today's society, especially with the black man, bro, that shit is hated. And you know, they're gonna do any and everything they can do to silence you, to villainize you, to turn you into the bad guy, to make you the one that's you know, wrong, and you just want to, you know, be a contrarian and all these different things. When again, bro, like I said, you are literally the essence of not only just a black man, but you know, American, the foundation of America. Foundation of America says, "Hey, I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do. Now, what you want you to tell me." Of course, I'm not just gonna be some savage, crazy motherfucker. Even though we won't get into that, but you know, if you're doing something that I don't feel like is fair, moral, lawful, or whatever, I just get up and leave and do my own shit. You don't just get to come up here and establish a dictatorship and make yourself a king or whatever, and you make rules. I'm supposed to make the rules and, you know, tell you what you're going to do as far as, you know, the stuff that I'm okay with as a United States citizen.
You know, another thing also I wanted to point out, it's just like me and the brother, like being in a space like this around men. We ain't talking about these kids, men. initially, me and the brother started out disagreeing with each other. But after I sat back and listened to him, I'm like, oh damn, brother, man, you saying the same thing. You know what I mean? It ain't even no need for me to finish this conversation because we actually saying the same thing. But that's how it is when you're in a space like this. I would liken these spaces to hanging out at the barbershop. You guys know how it is, man. You go to the barbershop and hang out in there, and next thing you know, man, you in there for hours. You been got your hair cut, but you done been sitting in there for hours, man, because you've been enjoying the conversation that been flowing.
Shout out to G Dizzle in the building, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's and that, like I said, man, that's it. But ultimately, man, y'all, you got to be careful out here, bro, because I told you, we said this shit before. Hey, they're not only coming for your sons, man, but they're coming for you, bro. All right, they are coming for you. All right, and they want you to be the Bayard Rustin. They want you to be, kneeling and bending and all this other shit, and supporting that bullshit. And bro, it's just not there, bro. I'm telling you, it's not, man. Do business. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you, man, for the fire. But yeah, man, that shit is that shit is crazy, man. Just to see, like I said, you a man that says, hey, you don't get the vaccine, can't go to the supermarket, can't eat, can't work, can't do nothing. Fuck you. Basically, if he dies, he hit you with the gay Ivan Drago, bro. If he dies, he dies. A flip and a twist in a fucking break of the wrist. Motherfucking gay Ivan Drago, bro. That's what Don Lemon hit everybody with. And you know that it wasn't something that was popular among the people, because again, CNN took that shit down, bro. You can't find it. We cannot go find that the whole speech about no church, no service, bro, from CNN. You only gonna find it from like a third party service. You can find somebody that recorded the shit and re-uploaded it.
What happened there? What we talking about?
The thing I played earlier where Don Lemon was pretty much saying that, like, if you refuse to get the vaccine, you shouldn't have any public rights.
Oh wow, I didn't even hear that. No, I didn't. I never even knew about that.
It's gonna be hard for you to find it now. So shout out to Spiritual Logic in the building, man. Greatly appreciate you, bro. So yeah,
fantastic.
Man. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, brother. I didn't mean to cut you. That's another one.
Who win that?
No, you got it. Go ahead. Go ahead, War Room.
That's another one. All right, that's another one. Mr. DL Don Lemon, that motherfucker should go away too. His objective is not for black people, of black people. His objective is for the other side. He's playing for the other team. We all know that. And his objective is to fuck shit up so bad amongst our people to cause the divide and conquer scenario between our people, right? Accept me because I'm a black man. But you also have to accept what comes with that, which is my alternative lifestyle. No, motherfucker, you go over there with them. That's where you belong. And see, the problem is, we've experienced this I've seen it in this space for the last 5 years. Anytime black men stand up, take a stand, and say, this is the line that I will not cross. This is my battle position. This is where we hold them, right here. The shit stops now. All of a sudden, we become everything other than a righteous black man. We become the fade. We become, you hate yourself. You hate black women. You hate this. You hate. No, bitch, I have a standard. And this is my standard.
No, if your standard does not align with their standards, you are not masculine. That is the rule.
Right, exactly. So
you are not masculine. If your shit does not align with what I want as a woman, you are not masculine. That's what that means.
Okay,
I think they standards, like, what is their standards even? Their stuff changes day to day. That's crazy.
I'll respond to that. That's why it's called their rules. They can have all the rules they want to have. That's why they're fucking manless. That's why they're gonna get a dog and die alone. That's why these bitches are now complaining. I'm sorry, I shouldn't use that word. That's why these lovely ladies are now complaining that brothers are not asking them out on dates. That's why they're complaining that brothers are not approaching.
You use the right
That's why
word.
they're complaining.
So they approach you.
I try not to.
They approach you.
You know what? You know what's worse? You know the fact that it's worse? Even the dudes who are asking out on dates. I saw this post. I don't know if you've seen it on social media. It was a text message exchange. This dude was saying to this woman, he was like, hey, when we go out for the first date, we pay 50-50. things go well on the second date, I'll cover the second date. If you see the comments, it was so much backlash on him, pretty much the whole sign language. If you broke, just say that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Hey, but you know
again,
what?
this is why
Yo, go ahead, brother.
This is why groups like SYSBM is popping up and growing. This is why groups like Passport Bros are popping up and growing. This is why groups like the Vanilla Choice are popping up. Oh yeah, it's true, are popping up and they're growing. This is why brothers are now talking about getting a passport. This is why brothers are now talking about traveling outside of the Western civilized world, the one alpha countries. This is why these things are happening. As a black woman, I would seriously have to not look at black women as a group. As a black man, I'm looking at us as a group, as a black man, right? So if I'm looking at us as a group and I'm looking around saying, hey, fellas, why is it that all of the women that we want are fine, fabulous ladies, right? Why are they going after white boys and they're traveling to the Dominican Republic and they're traveling to Congo and they're going over here? What's wrong with us? I would look in the mirror and say, fellas, we got to fix some things because we're losing. Our women are leaving us, but they don't give a shit. They're like, let them go. Let them go. You know why? Because they know that there's a simp that's waiting to swoop in and acquiesce and save the day. He doesn't have any
Exactly.
standards. He's going to let them have foul mouth. He's not going
But
to
even
tell
at
that
the end of the
motherfucker,
day,
hey, put that goddamn 6-piece bucket of chicken down and go over here and get this salad. Matter of fact, get
but
your
even
fat ass up in the morning and let's go to the
but
gym.
even
We
after
finna go on this
even after they
motherfucking walk
saying all
run
that,
here.
even as strong as independent as they claim to be, at the end of the day, like
Oh no.
at the end of the day, you the one who's got to walk to that car late at night from that late night shift.
We
You
don't
still
even
got to
have to
walk by
worry about
yourself
that
from that late night.
because we don't even have to worry about that
ain't gonna save you. He ain't gonna save you. You
Hey,
walking
you
to
know
that car
another
late at
well,
thing.
night.
You know,
Hey,
if I could, you know, another thing where all of that came from too, man. The finish second culture. Somewhere along the line, coming in second place and last place got to be cool. I'm not sure how long ago they started that, but all the stuff that we talking about, right? It was like society. Well, Judge Joe Brown talks about it all the time. Society has made it acceptable to be a goddamn loser. You know, they stopped with the fat shaming. You know, you can't talk about fat people. You can't say retarded. You know, a whole lot of stuff. You know, it's all feminine related. But I see where a lot of this stuff come together because, like, I listen to you guys what you're saying about the chicks, and it's like, for me, I don't deal with women with attitudes, man. So it's like a lot of stuff I didn't, you know, I see it, but I don't see it. It's just like a turd on the sidewalk. I know it's a turd there, but I'm not gonna put a whole lot of energy into a turd. That's like, okay, that's a turd. I need to walk around it so I don't step in it. And that's usually my attitude. That's always been my attitude toward the opposite sex, man. So that's, you know, because I know I just happen to know firsthand there's a lot of good sisters out there, man. And when I hear people say
we
making
didn't.
certain
We
arguments,
okay. I'd
Well,
like
hold
go
to
on.
ahead,
respond to what you just said.
Well,
go ahead,
hold on.
brother.
Before
I
you
have to
respond,
respond to that.
hold on. Before you
Please.
respond, I gotta get Josh in here and let me read the super chat. Shout out to my man Spiritual Elijah, aka Hope, for the 10. Greatly appreciate you, bro. As always, man. Support the stream. Great topic. Appreciate you, fam. Josh, you're trying to get in for a minute. Go ahead, Josh.
Oh,
oh
I'm
no,
sorry.
man. I was gonna say no. It's cool, man. I was gonna just piggyback off of what General was saying, man. It's like all that what he was saying. That goes into that whole, that broke talk too, man. And I'm glad that somebody mentioned like it was that post. It was another post that somebody just talking about all the red flags like for a dude being broke and stuff. And it was actually another woman that come in and like snooped on her page and just saw like all the posts. She was like, you know how women be like, hey, it's my birthday, send me some cash app and all that there. Who got this? They always asking who do what and who got this, man. So and shout out to my boy Ramil, man. I think and this ain't nothing towards him and nothing like that, but I think I was pump and dump before the term pump and dump even come out, man. Cause and I know the brother just said, you know, you can't say certain stuff, man, but in actuality, and I know it's some of the women in here, you know, in this space, and some of the women that's in the chat right now go, you know, they're gonna be mad, but I actually think from seeing everything for the past year and a half, man, from Kev all the way to everybody else who's doing things and stuff and exposing and stuff, I think black women have a mild case of mental retardation. I just do. They got some
You
kind of
might be
mental
on to
illness.
something. I mean, shit.
Hey,
No,
hey, man, y'all
if
don't watch, y'all don't listen to David Carroll, man. David Carroll been told you,
I
man, and I
Yeah,
told y'all.
David.
is my,
Yeah, I listen to
and
David
he
Curl.
said it. Even he said it.
I told you,
But
man. I'm
yeah,
telling
even
you.
he said it. Like they they off. It's like, and it's it should be clinical, but it's too. It's they so stupid. You can make money off of them. It's so easy. So it's like, man, everything that y'all saying, man.
Hey,
Hey,
they okay with that though. I
I'm
think, you know.
piggybacking off of it. Like I said, I was pumping dump. Especially after like all this, man. I'm definitely pumping dump. Like I see no long term value, man, in them. They just, they good for what they
What?
good for because
Yeah, but to go back to what Joe was saying,
me and my
because
lieutenant, we were sitting down just talking at the station and stuff, man. And
nah, but what I was saying about what Joe was saying
what you
about
saying
there's a
now?
lot of good sisters out here, but
No, go ahead.
the problem is those good sisters will not fight
They
back
mentally
against the "I don't need
compromised,
no
man.
man" narrative.
What happened, brother?
Nah, but I was speaking of what you were
No,
saying. You're saying there's a lot of good sisters out there. I'm
they
like,
won't.
we know that, but the problem is those small segments of sisters are quicker to argue with men than they will other women.
Well, they not worried about arguing with women because they can get men.
There
See,
you
all
go.
these bitches talking, all these broads talking that shit. These are the lowest of the low, bro. Their goddamn opinions don't even count. Do you really think the women that got men, fiancés, husbands, 2 or 3 jokers chasing after them, you think they on YouTube complaining? Them not the chicks that's on it. Those are them chicks that we are talking about. These are the bottom of the barrel ass chicks, man. Don't nobody want them.
That's
Check this
facts
out.
though.
Hold up, wait a minute. You're not gonna shame me into wanting you, man. I don't like fat chicks. I don't like chicks with a lot of kids. So I don't care.
Yeah.
You could call me broke. You could call me ugly. You could say my dick is little. Guess what? Sis, you not my cup of tea. And it's like, again, I hear like for me, when I hear people talking about that kind of stuff, it's like I got a buddy, perfect example. He always talking about the kind of chicks that he don't like. And my response always, well, bro, why are we even sitting here talking about people you don't like? What we could talk about a whole lot of other stuff, but why are we talking about somebody that you're not interested in to begin with? And then the flip side is a woman, I don't care who you are, you're not going, if I'm talking to, but it's like I used to, when I was a younger guy, I didn't date women that had small children. That's part of my conversation. Do you have any children? Yes, I have one. I have 2. That's it. I'm not gonna mess with you like that. And there is nothing else to talk about. You can say what you want to say. I'm not dealing with that. So that's just my contribution
brother.
to the
But
conversation.
brother,
Go ahead,
can I
Go
can
ahead,
I
brother.
can I interject? So what we're doing
Yes,
now is
sir.
we're having two different what we're doing now is we're having two different conversations. Anytime you
Okay.
equate it down to your personal anecdotal evidence, what happens is you're not speaking in a broad base for the rest of what's going on out here. You're looking at it from your battle position, and that's fine. But what we're talking about is a
Right.
broad base. We're not talking about just the women that you come in
Yes,
contact with. We're
and we're
talking about the
talking about
women
a
that
message that's
every black
stealing.
man comes in contact. A broad base.
So you
Now,
can't.
here's the
So
reason why I
wait,
say
hold
that.
up, brother. One spot.
Here's
Hold
the
one
reason
second.
why.
Hold that
Here,
spot. Let me just add one thing. We're not talking about every black man. We talking about the guys that you talk, because I know a lot. See, believe it or not, brother, I'm just discovering this space. And to be honest with you, I'm horrified by a lot of the topics that I hear you guys discussing. But go ahead with it.
Okay,
But
again, we're
what he
talking in a
was
broad
saying is
base. We
that
know we're not.
it does not matter. It's like every black man, no matter how old or young you are, we're all seeing the same thing. That's
The
the whole
same
point of
shit
the space.
from
We're
all
all pointing out
across the country.
it doesn't
Brothers in
even
their
matter the state no more. I'm pretty
brothers in
sure
their
all
20s,
six of us
brothers in their
are
20s
in
are
6
dealing with
different
it.
states. Yeah,
Brothers in
I'm
their
pretty sure
30s are
all of us
dealing
are in
with it.
6 different
Brothers
states.
in their 40s are
Oh,
dealing with it. Brothers in their 50s are dealing with it. Brothers from Los Angeles to Chicago,
Yes, we're
from
all in
goddamn
different
North
states
Dakota
seeing
all
the
the way
same
down to
exact thing.
Louisiana are dealing with this. So that's what we're talking about. And number two, when the brother said the problem is the good sisters that are out there, they're acquiescing to the bullshit sisters because they're not speaking out. They're
No,
they're
brother, I
letting
didn't
these
say,
the loud
brother,
minority of
brother,
sisters that
brother. I
can
didn't
I
say
finish?
that they were
Can I
accurate.
finish,
So
brother?
hold on.
Can I
Let me hold on. I
can
want
I
to stop
finish?
you.
hey, General,
1
I think
second, brother.
General, hold
I,
on, hold on. General, yeah, I think you either got a lag, man, or whatever, because I think you don't hear people when they're
No.
going. But let him go, and then we'll come back to you, General. So go ahead, Joel.
All right,
only
go
thing,
ahead, bro.
only thing I'm saying is I didn't say that the good sisters were siding with the sisters that was making all the rhetoric. I said the good sisters who can get a man, they're not complaining with the other chicks because they can get a man. I just want us to be clear about what I said.
Exactly. And by them standing on the sideline saying, well, I got my man, I don't give a fuck what they do, they're allowing those sisters to put out into the atmosphere the wrong message. Because
Exactly.
the good sisters that we look at as, oh, that's a solid chick. Why is she not speaking out? Because the next
Exactly.
generation of
Because
women,
here's the
they're not
thing.
seeing
Because
the.
here's
Wait, let
here's
me
the thing.
finish,
I got
brother.
you, General. I just want to make this one
Let me
point real
finish.
quick.
Let me finish. Oh
I
my
got you. Oh,
God.
I got you. 1 point. I got this 1 point real quick. While those same women who say they talking about they got men, they good. No, but you do have sons that got to see this.
And you do have daughters.
Yes.
So
Touche.
You have
I have
children
daughters
that
and I
see
have
this.
sons.
Touche.
So
Touche.
to stand idly by if you watch a motherfucker, one of your homeboys do some dirt to a motherfucker, and you say, well, it ain't my car, it ain't my truck, my truck over here. I ain't got shit to do with that. You're just as guilty because you stood idly by. You didn't even tell your homeboy, man, you know that's fucked up. That ain't cool what you were about to do. There's no checking. So now
Exactly.
the third person that's standing over there, watching you stand by and be quiet, saying, well, he a solid brother, but why he letting his homeboy do some fuck shit? Oh, okay, you know what? He
Exactly.
just as wrong. Fuck that nigga too. And that's what's happening.
Exactly. Because we're
They
talking
got
about,
this
because they
rhetoric
always
going
want to
on.
talk about how men are not holding each other accountable. I'm like, well, neither are you women.
All right. And my thing is
Well, see,
like,
I
you know,
don't
the
go with
women
that
follow the men.
ideology.
So
I
I
have to
used to,
fight for my battle position.
yeah. Well, at
All right,
one
let me know
point, I
when
used to.
let me know when I can respond.
All right, yeah, hold on, Joel.
Uh,
It's on Lesson Burn. Go ahead.
No, but I say, you know, it's women. It's in woman's nature to follow the man. So you know, the women are most like, you know, they're following what the man who's in power is doing. So they just doing what, you know, what I mean, they see society doing, right? And I used to get, you know, in that source like, you know, we got to do better as men so we can have a better, you know, what I mean, leave a better, you know, give it a better example for them to follow. But at the end of the day, the women see themselves as a separate demographic. Like I think General said that. So like with that being said, since y'all are all a separate demographic, then it's basically on y'all to help each other out because, like I said, you y'all the ones that's obfuscating the men, right? And the thing about it is like, man, what was I gonna say? Shit. Oh, but yeah, like the enabling thing. Like people don't realize, like you saying, the responsible women that are doing quote unquote right thing are not you know, giving out the right message for the other women to follow. Like in essence, they think that they're helping them, but they're really hurting them. You know what I mean? Like the mothers and stuff that, you know, that ran the man off talking about some, yeah, you don't need a man, this, that, and the third. Well, I mean, they just hurt them. They think they're helping them, but they hurt them. So.
Let me know when I can respond.
Yeah, go ahead.
You really think the Cardi B's want to hear anything that Angela Bassett's got to say? I mean, let's just keep it 100. I mean, and again, to take it to a lower level, right? Do you really think the chick that's married, right, can tell the chick from the project anything that she want to hear?
Yeah, that's completely unlogical,
No,
but it's also completely unlogical for them to identify themselves as a community based on only one race. Like you can't have a community with only
well,
one race,
let
so
me
you have
respond.
to respond to
I'd
it
like
in
to
an
respond to
illogical
what
way.
he just said pertaining to the
What
Cardi
do they
B
call
and Angela Bassett.
what do they call
You're
women like that that try to hold the women accountable? They
you're
call them
absolutely
pygmies.
you're
You see
absolutely
that
right.
all the time.
You're absolutely right. The Cardi B's are not going to want to hear it, but we don't give a fuck about
They
the
gonna
Cardi
call
B's.
Angela Bassett a pygmy.
We're not talking about the Cardi B's. We're
Sir,
talking about.
wait, so stop real quick. I just
agreeing with
said,
you,
I
bro.
use an example. I just use an example. Only example I said, do you
Will
think
you
the
let me,
class?
brother? Will you just let me finish saying what
Well,
I'm saying?
hold
And
up,
you
because I
might
don't
say
want you to
we're
quote me
agreeing
out of
again.
context. I don't want you to quote me out of context.
I'm not.
Well,
I don't want
he's
you
pretty
to.
much what he's saying. What General's pretty much trying to say is like,
We don't need them to go
there's
to the
not very,
Cardi
there's not
B's. We
right,
need
but
them to
there's not
talk
very
to the
many.
next.
Yeah,
We
but
don't
there's
need
not
them to
many
go.
women making money off their body like that. Like they wouldn't tell you that they can make all this
See,
money
Gerald,
off
you
of
missed my
OnlyFans. They
point.
can't.
Hold on. Let me say something. You missed my point, sir. Only thing I said, I started out with Cardi B and Angela Bassett. Then I broke it down. I said, do you really think the sister, the respectable sister that's married, that got kids, is going to be heard from the project chick? That's why I stopped you, sir, because I didn't want you to quote me out of context. That's the only reason why I talked.
I'm not quoting you at all. I'm responding to the example that you gave. I don't think that we're saying that the Angela Bassett's of the world should go get in the faces of the Cardi B's of the world. No. What we're saying is you should speak out against that activity that the Cardi B's of the world have going on so that the next generation of young girls, be it coming from the projects or suburbs or wherever, can see the other side of it. I'm not even trying.
Let me know when I can respond to you, sir. Let me know when I can respond, General. Let me know when I can respond. Sir, how many times? All right, okay. So with that said, right, I'm a military man. You a military man. Fantastic, a military man. How many times that we say to young boys, "Hey, man, you really need to pull your pants up," and they listen to us?
You don't necessarily have to say it to the young boys. You can show.
Wow!
Leadership is also leadership.
Wow!
Come on, man. God dang.
Wow! You gonna go there, General?
I'm already here. What the fuck are you talking
Wow! How many? Hold up. Check this out. How many times have we said to the young boys?
Why are you interrupting me and talking over me when I'm trying to get a point back to you?
Yeah,
that's all I'm trying to do. Maybe there's a delay. Maybe you might need to go out and come back in because there's a delay. We don't have to. Now you're talking to somebody who's been working with the younger generation of young black men in the community for over 23 fucking years. I've been involved in one way or another, coach, training, teaching, or mentoring the next generation of young black men, along with my own 2 black men that I've raised. So I don't have to always go up and say, hey, young fella, you should pull your pants up, man, and get a belt. No, I show them. I might not even say it that way. I might just walk in and say, hey, the appropriate way to wear your clothes is like this. The appropriate way to wear your pants is like this. I'll say it loud enough so they can hear it. And then I'll show it to them so that they can see it. You got to interact with people. You got to be able to interact with the demographics of what you got to meet up in the road. You don't have to run up on some brother standing on the corner with his pants hanging down with a doobie in his fucking mouth and say, hey, young fella, I just think you might even pull your pants up, man. You fuck around and get slapped or get shot with that motherfucking 30 clip.
Let me know when I can respond, sir.
Well, hey, man, let me
respond, sir.
Hold on, let me hop in here real quick. Let me say this, man. Listen, the whole aspect of the dynamic between the quote unquote good black woman versus the hood. Yeah, man, I feel where you coming from, Joel, but the thing there is that like I think lessons learned and shout out to Sir Randolph too. Appreciate you, bro, for the $4.99. Never acknowledge that. And Lion said it too. Listen, the thing is that not only are there not enough of the good black women there, but the good black women aren't speaking. They aren't trying to be heard. They aren't coming to the defense of the black family. They aren't coming to the defense of the black child. And when they do, it's very, very few and far between. Remember, Shahrazad Ali is what? That was what? Shit, 80s, right? 80s, right? 80s. And black women literally got rid of her. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. Not they literally got rid of her. Got
No,
her
I
out
was
of it.
92.
You know what I'm saying? What's the new girl that's here? She got the deep voice from New Orleans. She got a New Orleans accent. What's her name? Lovely or something. What's her name? You know talking about she's like
Love
Love.
Dorsey.
What? Love
not
Dorsey.
Dory. Yeah, Love Dorsey. Appreciate it. Yeah,
Love
Love
Dorsey.
Dorsey. Yeah, Love Dorsey. Yeah, Love Dorsey. And even that. And now here recently, hell, like our arch nemesis, favorite frenemy, April Mason. As to where these black women get tired of black women because they know once they overcome and they they graduate from and they fight off the dark side, they understand completely and totally, even better than what we do. All right. The black women that were once lost and now they're found know even better than the black man could because they used to be that, as to just like the impossibility of trying to reason, trying to understand, trying to teach, trying to retrain, trying to unlearn, trying to change that fucking, the hood into the good. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking the fucking the argumentative, the fucking the drama, all the fucking bullshit into, you know what I'm saying, a wholesome woman that really wants a relationship, not to mention, well, I want to be wifey, but I don't want to be a wife. You know what I'm saying? Even if I want to be a wife, I want to, I want to get married, but I don't want to motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a wife. I don't have to do fucking wifely duties or any of that bullshit. But we got my man Bro Tooth in the building, man. What's up, bro? It's on you. Go ahead.
Yo, what's good, man? I've been in and out of the show, so I really don't know what y'all done transition the topic to, man. I know this should be morphing like Power Rangers in this bitch. But as far as the show topic goes, you know what I mean? Like I think we all see what's going on, man. You know what I mean? Anytime there's a public figure, especially if it's a black man that has his own opinion. Shit, look at what happened with Ice Cube. Boy, you gonna have your own opinion. You gotta go talk to your women's in order to have your own opinion. You gotta make sure you get it ran by them first. Did you go check with Mammy? Like for real, man. And anytime there's a black man in the media that comes out and have his own mind, it's immediately demonized. They call them all kind of phobics and ist, and it never fails. It never fails, and they fully expect us to bow our heads at every fucking turn. That is the emasculation of the black man on the front stage. You know what I mean? And then on the backstage, you got all these niggas being cucked in their own relationships and their own marriages every day. I'm pretty sure a lot of brothers know brothers living in misery. Talking about nigga can't find peace at his own house. Fucked up in the game for real. Every time he go home, it's nothing but hell. Niggas on a trip to an early grave over a bitch. It's a lot of niggas out there right now on the back burner, man.
That's
Suffering
facts. Young dudes too.
suffering in silence. Suffering in silence, man. Going home to the fucker because they have been indoctrinated to give their nutsack over to a bitch.
Yep.
And to be subservient to a bitch. Happy wife, happy life type fuck shit.
Yeah, remember
Fuck
who
no.
clipped the nuts. And just real quick, I'm glad you brought that up too, man. Somebody brought it up earlier, the whole Ice Cube thing, but I didn't even think about that. And lo and behold, look where's Black Lives Matter now? Where's that same woman, those same women that were fucking chastising him, saying, you're just new into this, and what makes you think you can jump the line, and pretty much like you said, trying to get their approval, and getting checked, and Roland Martin's whole ass even allowing the bullshit. And lo and behold, after that, what happened? Patrice Coolers done quit. You know, hey, we ain't heard nothing from Black Lives Matter, man.
Nope,
So
because
Man,
she
hey
took her
man,
$4
that
million
bitch,
and bought
that
that
Don't
bitch
house
get
in
balling
Miami.
out on her
Like,
properties, man.
yeah,
That bitch
man.
yeah,
somewhere
she
in
bought them
Malibu, man.
properties and you ain't heard
Yeah,
nothing
man.
since.
them
Hey,
motherfuckers
Hey,
in
I'm
that
willing to
bitch in
bet money.
hey, man, that bitch in
them
Malibu, man. She's
motherfuckers
sitting in a motherfucking Black Power fist
they,
chair, nigga.
But I think
Hey, I'm
last
willing to
I
bet
read,
money
they're being
they'll be back.
investigated right now,
General, you forget
actually.
Yeah, I
you
bet they'll
forgot
be
they
back in 2024 during election
in one
time, cuz.
country.
They're
You
actually
say,
being
They in
investigated right now, though, for that.
oh, I wouldn't be surprised. But say what, Josh? Go ahead, Josh. Is on you.
I would tell the general, I was like, hey, you forgot they black women love they Stella Rosa. So they in wine country somewhere right now. Get they in wine country right now scissoring each other.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know if I don't know if y'all seen the Act Blue website, but it actually showed who was getting paid out through
Yeah, yeah.
Black Lives Matter
We
and
broke
stuff
that
like
down.
that.
We broke that down
Right.
here.
Yeah.
Like
So
we
you see
literally
how
like,
they just threw it straight to the side with an election over. They'll be back in 2023.
yeah, man. And again, man. Hopefully, bro. Like I said, I'm gonna definitely touch on that
Bro,
politics.
time out. This nigga said they in wine country scissoring each
Scissoring.
other.
Yeah,
Nigga, what
man.
the fuck?
Hey, man. Y'all don't know, man.
Bro, that
You
shit's
gotta be
funny.
funny. You gotta be funny to come out and make it, man. You gotta make it, man. You got,
You
hey,
got that
you,
right, boy. You will
you
get
gotta be able to
flamed
do
up,
something, man.
boy. Make it.
Exactly. You gotta be ready, man. But yeah, man. Listen, bro. Ultimately, like I said, man. When you guys know how important it is, bro, by all means, man. I definitely support Kyrie. I definitely support Dave Chappelle, and I support any black man that's man enough to stand on his principle, right? Even if he stands alone, shit, he's not really alone. I stand with him, as long as it's something, of course, nothing illegal, or y'all niggas been talking about some crazy shit lately. So it ain't nothing too wild and outside, man. I'm with you, bro, because a lot of the times, um when you dare do that, people get offended and you become, the whole, the bad guy, the bully, the aggressive, all that shit all over again, man. But also, bro, I just wanted to appreciate everybody for coming through.
Can I say one thing before you go?
Yeah,
Can I say
Yeah,
one more thing?
go ahead.
Go ahead, General. Go ahead, General. Then I'm gonna say something.
No,
Go ahead.
that's more true. Go ahead, bro.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, no, I was just gonna say, on the Kyrie Irving thing, man, like it's becoming more and more evident day by day, man. Like this whole push on the vax is nothing but a power play. The entire fucking narrative has been unraveled in real time. It's not effective. You can still catch the virus. You can still die from it. It doesn't even stop from you presenting symptoms. You still can die from COVID and have
yep.
symptoms when you take the vax.
And
It
even if you
provides
do,
it
even if
provides
you're
zero
vaccinated,
protection. And on top of that, yesterday there was a whistleblower that came out in the UK. This story is just now breaking. She was a scientist that worked for a subcontractor of Pfizer, and they were assigned to do to monitor the trials.
Yep.
And she came out and said they ignored all of the adverse events.
Yep.
They completely ignored them.
Didn't follow any of the
And
protocols
they
as
didn't
far as
follow
like
any of the
monitoring.
safety
Yep.
protocols. They didn't follow any of the reporting protocols. The entire scientific method was thrown out just to get this shit approved.
Hey, man, and lo and
And the
behold, like I said,
FDA, the whole FDA is in the pocket of Pfizer.
bought and paid for.
Look at every single last one of those people that approved the shots for 5 to 11-year-olds. Every single one of those people has financial interest in Pfizer. Either they were a former employee or they had funding directly from Pfizer.
Damn, bro, I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy. And like I said, bro, I really, really hope.
that went up too.
I hope, bro. I greatly, greatly, greatly hope that somebody goes to jail, bro. I really do. I highly doubt it, but this
Yeah,
would be the
they have to, because it's too many people are dying. It's too many people coming down with severe debilitating diseases behind these fucking jabs, bro. It's not a game. There's no benefit to these jabs whatsoever. You cannot point to a single person that have taken these jabs and they have had a positive outcome. There isn't one.
I heard somebody say you can't even sue them, man. You can't even. They're
Yeah,
immune from
bro, their
suit.
contracts are locked tight. Anytime you have a country that signed a contract with Pfizer, and this came out of Albania. Albania, there was a leak of their contract with Pfizer. It's fucking insane, bro. Like Pfizer has written a airtight contract. We're saying that they can't use any other fucking treatments outside of their vaccine.
Damn.
They basically have locked them into a fucking contract with the devil. Like they can't. There's no liability whatsoever on Pfizer's side. If anything were to go wrong, the country has to pay for any kind of litigation. The country has to pay for it. They even said that if there is the litigation, you don't go through any type of courts. Everything's going to be dealt with through private arbitrage.
That's crazy, bro. And like you said, and you know that private shit means that's so you have to go keep it a non-disclosure. It's not gonna get out there. And like you said, bro, mesothelioma, fucking what's the joint they just did? Oxycontin and all the what's the crisis 20, 30 years from now. Just look and see. So hey, man. Again, y'all.
I think about shit 3 to 5, bro. It ain't even gonna be that. Niggas already dropping dead right now. So there's a Telegram. It's a Telegram group where people report their adverse reactions and deaths from the vaccines, and that shit every fucking day, man. It's like hundreds of people just reporting this shit, and it's getting worse and worse, bro. It's like it's the shit is literally fucking people up left and right. The own government numbers. This is coming from CDC. This is actually government numbers. Yep. We're talking about 18,000 deaths associated in the vaccine events adverse reporting system. 18,000 plus deaths.
And that's
only less than 1% reported.
Yeah.
So this is the canary in the coal mine that no one's paying attention to. They wanted to sweep this shit under the rug. Mind you, when the swine flu vaccine was attempted, there was 26 deaths, and they stopped that program immediately for 26 people that died. But now we have 18,000 plus people dropping dead, confirmed through VAERS, even if those numbers were misreported, even if there was an error in those numbers. Hell, take 50% away from that number, you still got more people that died in 9/11.
And highest of all time of any other vaccine or anything else.
Any other vaccine in history.
Justify it, but bro, truth, you know how they'll justify it? It'll be when the swine flu happened, did they call it a national pandemic? Did they activate an emergency pandemic under the swine flu?
No, they didn't. I mean, that's another
why. That's how they'll justify it, because of
y'all
COVID.
trying to turn it into motherfucking 10-4 Thursdays, nigga.
My bad. But I was just speaking on the Kyrie Irving thing, man. That's all it is. You know what I mean? That's all. I mean, it kind of relates. That's all.
No, it does definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Hey, greatly appreciate everybody that came out, man. What's up?
Oh no, I was just about to say I know somebody mentioned Angela Bassett, and I just want to say we need to cherish Angela Bassett while she's alive, because she is the last elegant bitch that we got in the black community. And when she's gone, it's just like the oil. It ain't no more. It's all gone.
Yeah, so, but at the same time, she didn't say anything either. She just let Oprah take over.
She didn't, but let's still cherish her, and watch 911 on Wednesdays while she run around in her little police outfit and stuff, because she's the last elegant black woman we got. It ain't gonna be no more like her, man. It's over.
Let me add a footnote, man, real quick. And I like swapping opinions and points of views with you guys, but I'm gonna just say this, man, as a parting shot. The same way good black women is tired of these little pickaninnies is no different than how black people are tired of niggas. It's the same conversation, man, just a different subject.
Because I'm so tired of them.
I think
on that one, man. I'm out, niggas.
All right, guys.